right, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between, I am excited to welcome you all to the SNK World Championship online qualifiers for Fatal Fury for City of the Wolves, of course, here in Europe. I'm Lazarus, joined by C4, and today we'll have the privilege of announcing who has earned that trip to the SWC finals. Isn't that right, C4?
Indeed. It's not going to be easy as we go into the playoffs. Like you said, this top 8 has some pretty notable names, I would say. And if you don't know some of them, you will definitely find out why they got here today.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're going to see just sort of how this tournament's broken down. Obviously, today is the top 8, but that doesn't mean we only had 8 players. Of course, yesterday we had, I believe, 63 entrants who were fighting out in a double elimination best of 3. The seeding was a bit random. And then, obviously, the top 8 has qualified for the tournament today for the classic double elimination best of 5. Something we're very used to, obviously, in the FGC. But obviously, that first to 3 format can be super nice for the players.
Exactly. First to 3, like you said, in the FGC, kind of commonplace, especially at top 8 places. In the pools, like you mentioned, first to 2, anything can happen. But the prize pool is what we care about here, especially the players alongside the qualification. Let's not of course kind of not talk about that, but there you go. 5,000 currency points is in the pot. And how's that going to get split, lads?
Super nice stuff. Obviously, this is just for the online qualifier, but it is going to be $2,000 for first place, you know, 1.5 for second, for third place 1,000, and fourth place 500. Wow, that is a lot of money just for an online tournament. Not something you see too often, of course. But it's not all online. We do have some offline tournaments still to be able to qualify for that SWC finals, of course. Obviously, we're approaching the end of August. This weekend, we actually have the Brazilian tournament as well happening. So we'll have players qualify to the SWC finals via the tournament there. But obviously in September, what have we got coming up, C4?
We got a bunch, as you can see on the screen. Tokyo on the 6th of September. Anime Tama Clash, and then something close to us, UFA Ultimate Fighting Arena, going to be qualified for Fatal Fury and Sam Show, don't forget that. And SEL Season Major is going to be happening in Riyadh on the 20th and 21st of September. Cool.
Yeah, and obviously in October we got the Vegas Climax, another City of the Wolves qualifier, and Sham Show qualifier. We don't have the dates quite yet, but then the one close to home, I'm sure many people are looking forward to, the first Evo in Europe, in France, is going to be a KOF 15 qualifier and the City of the Wolves qualifier, and of course the final qualifier for the offline will be in China. And SCS, yeah, the finals. Awesome stuff. All right, but we're going to see, you know, who is going to qualify for that SNK World Championship at DreamHack Atlanta. Not too long away now, right? It's from October 31st to November 2nd. Obviously, we've got those 4 games in the lineup: Fatal Fury, KOF 15, Samurai Showdown, and the Art of Fighting 3. Not something that I think many people were expecting to be having a world tour anytime soon, but for a total prize pool of $4.1 million. C4, that's a lot of money. I mean, I don't know. I just think that's a lot of zeros.
That's a lot of Uber Eats. It's a little bit of change there for you. Again, that is the accumulative prize pot split between those 4 games. Like I said, our fine is crazy. There's going to be some people who are going to knock on their tombstone saying it's me. It's time to come back. But so many zeros they couldn't fit on the poster. But a lot of money there, lads.
Yes, of course. And obviously, one of these players will have a chance of fight for that money, depending on who ends up qualifying in this European qualifier today. Here's our players. We got Peter, Alioun, Engel Mitstaruzi, Dai, Ktop, Leffen, Sulian Lamu, and Sean 2D Dat. Man, what a lineup.
It is. Again, like we were saying, if you are slightly familiar with the the European scene, should I say, you'll probably have seen these players not just in Fatal Fury, but throughout the FGC lifespan for sure. And I would say we're going to get predictions from chat, and you're going to get our prediction as commentators as well as the matches come along. But it's so hard to call off rip what player from this top 8 is going to make it to finals, not even win it, just to the grand finals.
Yeah, but of course, like, you know, I think if you're going to put your money on someone, normally it's going to be someone from the winner's side, right? With that extra life in hand. So we're going to be having on the winner's side Peter versus Alioun. That's going to be a hell of a matchup. Engelminster Uzi versus Dai. That is El Clasico at this point. You know, two German brothers fighting it out. Crossover grand finals as well. Ktop versus Leffen in the loser side, and Sulian Lamu versus Sean 2D Dad, the last Italian representative, going to be fighting out in that loser side. And yeah, it's going to be super exciting. First to three, of course, the entire format. I don't know, who have you got taking it, C4?
I don't know. It's too early. I need some data. I need some information. What about you, lads?
We'll wait for the games to roll in. But I mean, I got a shout out for my guy Dai. But of course, you know, it's not all about these players right now. We have a new kind of patch for City of the Wolves that have recently come out, and with that new patch also came a new character. I'm sure you guys didn't miss it. But of course, we have Ken Masters. No, it's not even Ken Masters anymore. It's just Street Fighter Ken. You guys know where this guy's from.
That's a mantle to hold, isn't it? Street Fighter Ken. I mean, he's holding it down. The new outfit, but he does have his old red robe, which is cool as well. But he is the latest DLC character, and he's free. The greatest thing about Fatal Fury, all this DLC is free.
Yes, yeah, the first season pass. All these characters don't have to do anything. They just bow up by the game, and they're going to be coming into your game. And one of the next following characters, of course, Joe Higurashi. I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to this character. You know, I really like Muay Thai, and I'm really happy that Preacher's in this game. But, you know, it's not often you get multiple, Muay Thai representatives in fighting games. But of course, you know, Chun-Li is going to be a big one. Mr. Big. I have no idea what Mr. Big's going to do, but I'm afraid, C4.
Yeah, with a name like that,
where can we find out more about?
Yeah, to find out more about all these DLC characters, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make sure I at SNK _esports _hub about Joe needs to have TNT punches. That move is so cool. He's got like two versions, but the one-on-one is called TNT punches. Bring that back. So yes, if you want, I don't know if it'll make a difference, at SNK _esports _hub, tell them what you want to see from Joe, and you might get lucky.
Yep. And we're going to move on now, though. We're going to be talking about the players in this bracket, of course. We do have the players lined up, the player profiles as well to see. And we're going to start off with Peter, one of my honestly personal favorites for this tournament. And you're going to see why, obviously, coming in here. He's been grinding this game, man, C4. He's been, you know, a lot of people missing out on that EWC qualification. They maybe took a little break from the game. Not Peter. Peter's been grinding this game like crazy. He's, you know, I've talked to him. He loves it. He's been really enjoying his time with it, and it really tells, you know, his global online rank at 55th. That is crazy. I think he's nearly hit that legendary wolf rank, which very few people have reached because you've got to grind like crazy.
Right.
But yeah, he's definitely one of my favorites for the tournament today.
Yeah, definitely. I think Peter, I've known him from other games. It's good to see him here doing damage and Fatal Fury, but someone who doesn't really need an introduction. If you've been in the fun game community for, I'd say, like even 2 months, you probably have come across or heard the name of Alioun. The list of credentials is too long. There is not a sheet of paper big enough. He is qualified for so many different games: Marvel Infinite, Cross Tekken, Street Fighter 4. He is the guy to look out for.
Yeah, he's always been really interesting. I think for me, he hasn't quite had his like breakout offline performance yet in City of the Wolves, but I know he's just one of those players that is just waiting for his time to shine, right? But I think something that we've had that's been very interesting that I've been seeing is that we've actually got a different prediction for who's going to win this matchup. Not just this matchup, but all of them, which is going to be very interesting. So for me, I said Peter's one of my favorites. I think he's got a great chance of taking this tournament. So that's why he's one of my predictions here today. But you know, you picking Alioun, you taking that legacy skill.
I'm gonna say a word that gets thrown around a lot. I want to say one of the GOATs. I think when it comes to fighting games in general, over different franchises, if you're not talking about Alioun, you're crazy. Whether it be results or understanding the game, he has to be there. So yes, I'm going to go with the legacy. Do it for the unks. I hope he can do it. Fair
enough. You know, I'm going with pure vibes based, but let's see. How does the chat want to decide? And I think the chat are wildly with you there, C4. You know, everyone's a big fan of Alioun. I know we've got a lot of French people, a lot of French players, a lot of French observers in the audience. So, you know, Peter's going to definitely be the underdog, I think, in this game, but I think he's going to surprise people.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I've had the pleasure of, like I said, commentating them in other games. notably Guilty Gear Xrd, and they've been beating players that are godlike in that game. I don't know if they've ever played Alioun in that game, which would have been a cool thing to see.
Okay.
I've not come across it,
That would be cool.
Yeah, since like 2023, Pidda's always in at least grand finals. He's won like definitely most of the tournaments he's gone into. So yeah, like I said, there's got the legacy of Alioun and the current domination of Pidda. Let's see this clash go underway. Oh, the graphics are slick.
I love this. It's getting me hyped up, C4. And I'm not gonna lie as well. I mean, we have also seen these guys play before, right? At Hessen Crash, I believe. Pidda won 2-0 over Alioun. So obviously first to 3 this time. We're gonna see if that makes all the difference. Already chasing down the backdash using that Hokotomaru speed. Cuts out, getting a small hit. Obviously, Hokotomaru has that insane command normal to be able to catch jumps out in the corner, and Pidda loves using it.
Yeah, I've never seen someone use that so quickly before understanding how their players going to react to that move. And it's paid off dividends. Look at this. Pidda is trying to repeat that 2-0 victory, like you said, that happened offline when these two encountered each other.
Yeah, looking good so far. Huge life lead, but Alioun actually, very interestingly, SPG at the last position. You very rarely see that. I love to see decision making, but that's going to give him a lot of comeback factor in this round, but runs right into that 2C. Unfortunately, buffered, obviously, into the launcher for the kill, and there we go. I mean, yeah, honestly, that last position SPG, you just don't see it. You know, you see it in the mid, like we see with Pidda, you see it at the start a lot, but Alioun bringing something different.
Yo, yeah, no, we definitely need to talk about that after the set, because like you said, that's very, it's quite as interesting as putting it in the middle, I would say, because a lot of the time we see it at the beginning, right? At the moment, Alioun turning this round around. Oh, too far away from the command grab, and this could turn around. Oh, what a trend confirmed. Alioun, stop it, he's too old. Please.
The guard cancel DP, super sick stuff. Obviously, now that it's slowed down, it has to actually trade, but he still gets the combo afterwards. And now just running up. Close the Pidda caught mashing. Obviously, you know, you do have that 4-frame normal Hokotomaru. You're gonna be more inclined to try and bust out of these situations, maybe expecting a throw. But that's one round apiece, and you know, it's been back and forth.
Oh yeah. Ooh, the 2-tap into the confirm, nice and clean. Oh, backdash into it. It was gonna look pretty ambiguous if it was a left-right. Guaranteeing what side, but couldn't really respond to the jump in, and Pidda not scared to press those buttons on the defense.
Alioun just getting hit by the safe jump, maybe expecting something different, maybe missed the DP break there or something, and now very close to getting chipped out. I mean, again, has that SPG, but the shurikens, the 3-piece, fireball war winner. You know, when you can throw 3 shurikens at once, it's kind of unfair.
It is, but this is something I remember you talking about, how it's got its own unique property where you can actually hit the projectiles with normals. So it's kind of a trade-off. It's like this fireball isn't something you have to initially block or avoid, but there's multiple of them. So if you're going to throw a fireball, make sure it's got the hits to do so.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. I love it right now. Alioun just he's had some interesting setups, like empty landing into like the close C. I think maybe that's a good way to catch like any guard cancel shenanigans, things like that. It's gonna get that nice punish, but does overheat, which is probably not what Alioun wanted right there, but still with a huge life lead, gonna feel pretty comfortable. Pidda obviously has the chance to get that guard break, the air to air confirm, misses the DP break though. Not quite high enough, but nice walk under. Very nice awareness from Alioun there.
Alioun, I'm telling you, that's the unk thing, like the last second cross under on your jump. Yeah, I honestly think like at high level, you don't see jumps and go, I must act here. It's a case of I need to reposition, take advantage, not just get the damage.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect jump on the throw. Throws are so risky in this game, man, because of the presence of hops. Throw protection as well, but Pidda going to be put into that SPG and just going to let Alioun know immediately he's got access to that Hokotomaru red blow. Nice check with that far A, and just trying to get something that has 2 bars of super and is seemingly going to be saving it for this moment, which I think might be enough. C4, no, I think maybe he's still alive here.
Oh, you're right. The ninja's still alive. Empty jump. Ooh. Empty jump delayed button to throw off the JD timing, I'm guessing. Bro, Alioun is like Doomsday, bro. You can't beat him with the same tactics. You have to come with a new strategy. And I think beating Alioun, like we mentioned earlier, Pidda's victory, that's not going to work again. He has to bring something different.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, Alioun's been off to like a pretty rough start in terms of offline. He's probably not performed quite as well as he's wanted to at these other like EWC qualifiers, SWC qualifiers. But now, winner's side top 8 for this online qualifier for Europe, and it's probably the best position he's been in. So he's probably playing extremely comfortably right now.
Nice hit confirm off the 2 hitting normal. Alioun jumps in. What a chase down! Oh mate! After the rev, I think he reacted to the rev blow and went, "Yeah, I'm going in."
All right, now Peter in SPG, no, getting frame trapped. I wonder if he tried actually the red blow there, but just not enough frames to armor through. That is going to be a nice quick round from Alioun, getting a lot of momentum.
And not being stingy on the bar there, because I think some people, me included, would have been like, you only need like one more hit. I won't spend this bar and guarantee the round. Could have been dangerous. We've seen the explosive nature of Peter. You don't want to give him any opportunity to make a comeback.
Yeah, especially in this game, man. It's just, especially when you get yourself into overheat, a lot of stuff can happen. Oh, what a sick punish. We've seen Peter use that 3D into that EX teleport. And I mean, Alioun's clearly labbed that, clearly understands that's what Peter's looking for. And man, what a punish. Here we go. They're still fighting back and forth. Great bait on the reversal DP. Alioun has been very conservative when it comes to those, but Peter was still ready with the punish. And 1 round apiece, man. What an intense set.
What did I tell you about those cross-unders, bro? What did I tell you? But
that was
he did get reaction checks with he did 2 taps into the rev blow and didn't react. So
Well, it's hard to react to Hokotomaru's. I think maybe you might be able to do some DP break shenanigans because it's classified as airborne, but it is not easy to do. There's going to be easy punish on the reversal. Super Peter getting a little bit antsy here on defense. Going to have to defend once again. Maybe this is to take Peter outside of SPG, which is something you really want to do against Hokotomaru. Oh, but he JD to put himself back into it. That was very 64.
Yeah, Galaxy Brain for sure. JD get a little bit of health back. Why not? Oh, what's airborne? I wonder if he would have got DP there. Never mind. Wouldn't go for the command grab. Or the rev overheated. Didn't have enough meter, but does find the throw afterwards. Alioun, unks up in chat. This is an SNK game. I know there's more unks than young'uns. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, don't even try. But there's plenty of young people playing this game and doing well. Won't lie. Also, I got to shout out Alioun's custom for Hotaru here. It's kind of sick, actually. It's kind of, I like it. That's a fit.
It is. Omega dripped.
Yeah, super sick stuff. Okay, blocking that triple attack into the overhead. Gonna be plus. Just trying to create some space, Alioun. So pretty comfortable in neutral. Just running right into that close D. Oof.
What's the motive? Oh, runs into the rev blow. Oh, trying to jump away maybe or backdash.
Yeah, probably was trying to fuzzy the throw attempt or something like that. That is going to be enough to kill. Holy moly. Do not want to get hit by that close D by Hokotomaru right there. And yeah, super sick stuff. That is something that's really important in this game, right? Delaying your offense to beat, traditionally timed like reversal just defense or fuzzy jumps. Oh, okay, no cancel, but we got the JDs in here.
Yeah, let him know. Oh my gosh, took a whole palm to the face there, but no confirm from Alioun. There's the love tap, standing jabs. Head to air. Oh, I was looking for a JD attempt. Yeah.
Could have been a big potential punish on the missed launcher right there, but oof, running up with the command grab. Just trying to take him out of SPG. I don't think that's going to be quite enough. So Leffen can deal with it on defense here. Rev below. That is going to be a nice punish, though. It is now -5. So perfectly done by Alioun to close out this round. Yeah, just about.
Super sick. There was something really interesting in that last interaction, but I'll talk about it later because we've got potentially the last round if Alioun can close it here. Let's find out. All big buns to stop the running approach from Peter. Ooh, the air to air.
Air to air. Yeah, Peter's got a lot of meter though, so if he can just get going, he's going to put Alioun on the back foot. But excellent air throw. Not something you see too often, but it's such a good option versus Hokotomaru, who like to spend a lot of his time in the air. Naikin going wide, but not really getting punished. And Peter's just put himself in that SPG range, which can be very scary for Alioun to press the offense. And you can see he's being very hesitant right there, running up, just waiting for that red blow.
Humongous run from full screen to get straight back into the action. Peter peppering with the buttons. Ooh. Nothing's come of it yet. Oh, tried to backdash out of the way of the jab, but it did connect. And Alioun with the reactions, the falling button doesn't hit, lads.
Oh! I loved. Oh, but again, the delay on the close. Dude, that's so much damage. He's got the hidden gear as well, C4. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but at least it's going to refund all that rev meter. Outrunning that circular time. Oh, is it going to be? Definitely not, right?
Definitely not.
Oh, that's close.
Mouthful bait. Cool guys don't look at explosions. I love the idea of the rev. Oh my gosh, he's going to be able to kill.
Hold up.
He's going to kill. He's going to kill.
Oh my god, that was sick. The jump. Oh, nobody overheated C4. No. He could have just gone straight into the hidden gear.
I'm so sorry. I think our commentator cursed it. I saw the 2 bars.
Oh no.
I saw the 2 bars. I was like, there's no way he doesn't kill here.
Oh man, even with that, you know, the rev art cancel refund when you're out SPG on the last position, managed to, unfortunately wasn't managing it properly, but hopefully Alioun doesn't, you know, he's a veteran legacy player, not gonna let that get to him. Oh, that was disgusting. That was disgusting. Oh, bro, how did he do that?
Oh
no,
my
again.
You know
I
what?
didn't know she had instant transmission, man. Holy.
Lads, you just said I wanted more games. I didn't drop the combo. I just wanted to get more games in. That was that. You got vortexed.
Actually, yeah. He was like, "Fine, I'll pull this one out. I've been saving this one, but yeah." Hold it. And I thought that rev guard. Oh, guard cancel. Nice stuff into the command throw.
And then the back throw straight afterwards. Called it up back. Fakes the rev. Oh yeah, flow state. This is flow state Alioun. This is kind of the situation where he's like, he's quite known for being a lab monster. And it's like, yes, I've had an idea for all of the options that you're going to pick.
Oof, he don't overheat now, has so little options and try to mash out of the corner. Not going to be enough. The Alioun is going to take it. 3-2 in that game 5. After that, that, you know, for a lot of people, that drop would have been absolutely devastating, right?
Oh yeah, like no doubt that you're 100. I'm one of those people that you're talking about. I would have dropped that, and I might as well just DC my control because I'll be like, it should be over. I'm trolling.
I would struggle so hard to get back into that match.
Couldn't
Man,
really
I mean, we're going to see some of the replays and the highlights from that match. And yeah, honestly, I think Alioun just had really good counterplay to what Peter wanted to do. Very clearly had labbed the matchup and the player matchup, right? Yeah,
I think one of the great things about how Alioun plays is it's kind of like he gaslights people. He will find something really strong about a character and tweet about it, but then in match, in a round, he will just swap to a completely different playstyle. One of the things I wanted to point out, I think it was in the second to last round, he did jump back dive kick. Now, in most games, that's an illegal move. I'm calling the ref. Like, most characters shouldn't be allowed to do that. And he's using it so sparingly.
Especially when you get yourself into overheat, a lot of stuff can happen. Yeah, especially if you played against, there's that sick punish, by the way. Yeah, that is something that a lot of Hoko Tomorrows love to do because it just frame traps a lot of options, catches jumps out, things like that. But, you know, Alioun clearly already labbed the autopilot. It confirms coming out. And yeah, in this game, if you've labbed and you find opportunities like that against your opponent, you find like a weakness like that, yeah, you can make them pay for it so hard.
Try to jump away maybe or backdash. Yeah, a bit of a shock to the system, but I feel from the last round, Alioun was just galvanized from this situation. All I did was look at the bar and say, there's no way he survives.
Yeah, he had so many opportunities to go into the hidden gear then. But either way, I had still managed to focus in and lock in for that last game, which was a bit of a wash right there. But, you know, Peter still going to be fighting out through that loser's side, of course. We'll have to fight the winner of the matchup between Sulian Lamu and Sean 2D Dad. But, man, Alioun, like I said, you know, this is probably the most comfortable he's felt in a tournament in Europe for a long time, in City of the Wolves. And to be on winner's side, winner's finals is super good for him.
Oh, yeah, like you said, I think as the game's gone on and there's been more of an acceptance of what characters you have to just be able to deal with, right? Hokutomaru being one, and another character we're going to see a lot of is Kind. I think Alioun's just got to the point where he openly and expressively talks about how much he likes the game. Yes. And he's you know, most people are like, oh, I want to see more characters, but he's accepted what it takes to win. And I think he's doing a really good job of like demonstrating that. One of the things you talked about, the cross under from the move that Pitta was doing to go airborne into the dive, right? Super sick.
Yeah. That was just the first match we've had here today, C4. We're going to be getting into that second matchup. And this is going to be your boy coming up, of course. Yes. Engel Mitsteruzi. What a journey this guy's had in City of the Wolves, right?
To me, I was gobsmacked. I did not see this happening. As a fellow charge enthusiast from the streets of Guilty Gear Strive, a Leo player, going to, I mean, this is the first character I tried when I heard it was a charge character. I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Then I realized there was execution. I couldn't cut it. But Engel is holding it down. Second place at crossover, which was not an easy bracket. Let me tell you that much.
Yeah, this guy's been playing like crazy, but you know who's always been like playing like crazy? It's gonna be Dai. That's my boy right there. Obviously also from Germany, took first place at the crossover. That was of course that grand finals, but it's also done very well. It was very close, very close at qualifying for the EWC, of course, when he got third place at Hessen Crash, which unfortunately got stopped a bit short by a Hotaru player. But yeah, I mean, he's been kind of the favorite in I think Europe in general, probably the best City of the Wolves players we've had consistently. This guy's been grinding the game like crazy, and that is why he is my prediction to be able to take this matchup.
He is yours. Again, I went with my heart. Engel, I think, can do it. It's going to get that run back. Like we were saying with the performances from these players, Engel got second at crossover, Dai got first. So you can do the maths on what happened in that situation, right? Yes. So I think it's time for the run back.
I'll be interested to see. You know, I'm always going to put Dai as my favorite just because I know the guy's my friend. But at the same time, I've also played a lot against him, so I kind of know that how good he is, right? And he's definitely in Europe going to be a struggle to beat, and it won't be his first time at SWC either. If he does make it, he was there in 2023 for KOF 15. But of course, I'm sure we'll get a chance to talk more about that if he wins. Come on, Dai. Up against Kane, though, is never going to be an easy task, even if you're playing Gotomaru.
Yeah, there's just so much green pollution that Kane can just activate at any given moment. And it's the difficulty is your moves to punish it. Yes, Gotomaru does have a teleport, technically, right? But it's quite slow. Now, I don't know if it's going to be an answer to the full screen presence of Kane.
Yeah, and also, you know, in the most recent patch, of course, the reward you get from hitting that teleport is much lower. So even if you do land it, it doesn't really amount to quite as much. Whereas someone's reward, you know, Kine, you know, some things got nerfed by this character, but he's still going to be hitting extremely hard. Oh, the 0 frame on the first round. Oh, I love that. I was waiting for Kine players to do that, man. I can't believe it's taken this long. You know what? Maybe I'm an Engel Mitsteruzi fan now.
Talk to me, lads. This is why I picked my guy. Us charge character players are built different. We are constructed uniquely. I'm telling you.
Nice. That's a solid first round, yeah. But yeah, of course, the 0 frame supers are super interesting. You know, most of the time, you know, you just use your invincible reversal one that you want to land anyway. But there are some that give you combos on here, like, you know, the big one's Kevin with his bingo, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, Kane also gets it with his super, so it's gonna be a quick round coming in from Dai to answer back. But, you know, sometimes that can happen.
Yeah, let's not sugarcoat it. Engel got finessed by Dai that round. That round, 100% finessed. Nothing works. It happens, like you said, though.
Wow. Just a 2B. Just a 2B straight to the super. That was kind of clean.
Yeah. Punish. I think there's something to be said about not overexerting your brain and going, how much is the most damage I can get? Just get the damage and think about the game plan later. Especially if it's not going to kill regardless.
What a bait, man. Engel getting a couple of these flash kicks baited now. And it's not something you want to do. You know, they give you a meterless DP or flash kick in this game because of how much it hurts when it whiffs.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh, the backdash. Yeah, got punished for that. Maybe expecting a kind of a ground assault, but Dai taken to the air, which you kind of normally do with the ninja. Makes it really difficult, especially with the flash kick from Kine, right?
Yeah, you know what that backdash was, C4? That was a Guilty Gear backdash.
I didn't want to explode him like that, but yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh. Hey, high dodge attack coming out. Kane's got a very interesting high dodge attack where it has like an automatic follow-up if he hits the first hit, which makes it very easy to hit confirm.
Yes.
And there we go. Big count hit red blow coming out from Die though. Gonna be getting that super to get some of that meter refunds. Teleporting just to get a little freaky with it. Oh my god, that crossed up. That's weird.
Oh my, I love the button choice there. Identifying the distance. All the patience from Die, the air to air, yep, just jumped a little bit later, making sure they were above the opponent. Trade, couldn't get anything off of it. It's going to get some pressure here. Overheat, big punch to the face, but no confirm. Not enough meter on deck. Confirm that.
Can't JD. Oh, that was a big counter. I think Die tried to teleport the last second. The reversal super not going to land. Angle with the punish. Man, yeah, I think, yeah, it's tough, right? When you knew that Angle was looking for that overheat, right? When he did the 2C into the super. But that is something, you know, you can JD and things like that, right? To make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, good point.
Oh, no.
Yikes.
Oh, no. This is a Leo player's reversals right now.
I'm telling you, flash kick into RC hasn't been there for a while. Angle, please.
Okay. Throws him out the red blow. Here's a good chance now for Angle, though. Obviously, still a round up. Big trade. That's the anti-air Schwarzer Lancer is a very interesting tools. 2C hit confirm. Crumble before my ambition. Crumble before my damage. Double super. Ooh.
Don't get grabbed.
He tried to tell you, Die.
Yeah, I should have said, don't grab.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't get grabbed. That's exactly what I was thinking.
yeah. I mean, I did the same thing. I teched as well because I was like, I don't want to get thrown here. I don't want to be put into this sticky situation with the rondos. What a scrappy set we got. I'm here for it though. 1-1.
Yeah. Who gonna win? Oh, Bengal. Oh, and he's ready with the confirm. Very sick stuff, man. Oh, that punished the landing. Damn. Missed the air right there. I think Angle. Could be a nice opportunity for Die to take Angle outside of that SPG.
Boy, big whiff from both players there. Oh, my ambition is out there. Admire it.
I love that he saw the Schwarzer the super and then just through the one shuriken was like, I expected it to stop it for some reason, you know.
I mean, you did say earlier the shurikens are broken. Punishable hit fireballs.
No. You do not want to see. Don't take me back to Mark of the Wolves, bro. That used to be plus on block. If you didn't, if you block his DP, the fireball came down. It was plus.
All right, can we go in the middle ground? Maybe like not punishable on hit. Unsafe on block. Give me that. Ooh.
No, we'll see.
Oh, tried to jump, but the red blow reaches out of the sky. Okay, goes for the other side on the corpse run. Back to the wall now. Nice. Here, lads. Not good for Die.
Yeah, still SPG, just about, and tries to let it rip. High dodge attack, man, on the meaty right there. Super sick option for Mengele to cover his bases. But yeah, I mean, honestly, that was a really sick flash kick. That's the one thing about Kane that's super strong is that his flash kick break, while a little bit slower at 8 frames, is super massive.
I can't believe he got the trade confirm off of that so late. Oh no, how's he gonna go so? Never mind.
Bro just woke up, close A, no fear Shakespeare, man. Love that.
That was his conviction.
It makes sense, right? Die had to be so afraid of the reversals there. The flash kick had been enough to kill him. So very calculated from Angle, even though he's a masher.
Whoa. Hold on there. Let the match finish first before we start calling people names. Oh no! You can't match flash kick. It's okay. You can't match flash kick.
Okay. Ooh, not gonna have super here though, so still alive. The setup though. Oh, that wasn't quite meaty enough. It looked meaty though. Crumble from ambition, but you know, I'm Hokotomaru. I can just jump over that. Although dashes right underneath the shuriken, gets a huge punish.
He's in overheat, lads. He's in overheat.
Oh, he tried to challenge.
This is not good.
Oh, the slip, mate. Oh, wait. No. Oh. Landed on the reversal super from Hokotomaru. Maybe trying to JD it, but Here's the kicker, C4. Here's the kicker, right? We actually saw this on one of the other SWC qualifiers. But you just do a jump button as you're landing, and it will hit him out of the super because the invincibility wears off. But people just panic in those kind of situations. I completely get it.
Interesting. Because I was about to ask you, in that moment, do you go for a bind or do you try to JD?
Yes, I think that's what Angle was trying for, but you know, especially Kynes, you know, his jump D is absolutely massive, right? So maybe he was worried he'd extend his hitbox into it. Here we go, Die already 2 games to 1, off to a pretty good start here. Great jump back from the short to Lancer. This would be a huge punish.
Indeed it is. Pushing Angle to the corner, sees the gap.
Huge.
Nice.
That's dead. Oh, not quite.
Rondo has the rev blow it. Wants to get the space. Didn't even try to attempt to go for a JD there. Oh, he played.
Oh man, Angle. I'm not sure how many of these flash kicks are hit C4, but it's not been enough. You know, Dai's been sniffing him out. I think he knows exactly when Angle wants to reversal. I get it though. Angle is reversing in what I'd call like unorthodox spots, right? Like after some couple of light normals, but still hasn't worked out for him. And now Dai's on set point.
Wow. Those were some really sick
punish.
JDs. Because the first one was a cross-up. Oh my vision. Oh, did he try to hyper defense one? Maybe.
Yeah, no doubt.
Bro, Angle mid Uzi's reactions to when he can rev blow have been really sick.
Wow, nice jump in from Dai though. Going to be able to get the full confirm right here from that 2C. And he's going to spend 1 super here, so he still has that reversal as an option.
Unorthodox. Even to the degree of, you don't think I'm going to do it again. That was so smart. Oh, Intelligente land.
Oh, the reversal super. That's not enough, but now you'll be so close to getting shit. 0 frame. What's a run? No, wait, Angle, you were too sick, but you didn't kill. Zyken. Oh my god, and die. Angle was so, you know what? He was so afraid to reversal. He was so afraid to flash kick after the numerous baits from Dai, able to clutch it out 3-1. Man, I think, was that the same score as well as crossover grand finals? I think it was. Dai just getting the repeat, Angle not getting that run back.
I can't believe Angle didn't flash kick in that last sequence. Like you said, it's like the whole game he's been conditioned to be like, you can't make a read on me. And then Dai just went tap, tap, run up, tap, tap. And he was like, when are you going to flash kick? You have to do it now, surely. He's in overheat. He can't JD anything.
I think the worst part was that, you know, Dai was in overheat, and I think the flash kick would have chipped him out. He had so little health. He might be just better off going for it.
That's what I was thinking. That was like, no disrespect, that was the first flash kick he thought about, and it was the most obvious one to do, I feel. Am I wrong? I don't know. And he did so many sick things in the set. That's the weird thing. He did so many Galaxy Raid moves and execution heavy stuff. And then at the moment of just listen to your inner lizard brain. Just flash kick.
Man, that's some mad conditioning from Dai. I mean, that was a 6 set either way. Yeah, Angle was pulling out all the stops. This interaction, man. I mean, I don't know if that was a hard read from Angle or if he just felt it in his bones. But yeah, I mean, was playing super sick. It's gonna be the loser side, but yeah, just one too many flash kicks, and there we go. Dai was ready as well right there. He rev guarded the flash kick, so he knew what was up. Now this is that sick moment. This is just defend 0 frame. Because of the triple just defend, you actually get a little bit more time to input that on reaction, but it's still super impressive. And yeah, did not let it rip, even though could have chipped out Dai there.
Yeah, it's obviously we've got hindsight, so we're the best players. But in the moment, it's super scary, right? But there you go. You do have it. Alioun versus Dai, sitting in the penthouse up there in the top end of the bracket, and then down below we've got Angle mid Uzi and Pitta waiting for their opponent.
Yeah, I think that loser's side match is going to be even more intense. I mean, I'm super. I feel like we've had a great first 2 sets. We had the super close nail bite between Pitta and Alioun with that intense drop at the end. Angle, Mr. Uzi taking it to Dai with some of the clean gameplay, and that was just the winner's side. So Alioun versus Dai in that winner's finals. That's going to be super exciting to watch. I won't lie. Really looking forward to that one. Yeah, I think these guys definitely played quite a bit. I know they trained quite a bit. So be interesting to see how they play against each other in that first of 3.
Yeah, looking like it's going to be the mirror match. Interesting fact, maybe interesting, but the last time these two players were in an offline was at Versus, and they both lost the score on the Andy. They both lost 3-0.
Yes, scores Andy, yeah.
Yeah, and so
okay.
I don't know if these two did play each other offline at Versus Fighting, but we're going to get that match.
Yes,
very
that was Ktop versus Leffen, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that'll be coming up very shortly. But I think we are going to throw to a break just for 5 minutes while we get the players in the room, get everything ready for you guys to carry on and continue with the rest of the show today. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward for these matchups, C4, I can't lie.
They've been so good so far. I don't think the rest of the players are going to disappoint. So yes, we will catch you guys in the stream world on the other side of this break. Take it easy, guys. Back in a minute.
So Ken, fire still burns, I hope. You bet. Extra hot, just like we said. Whatever. But don't say I didn't warn you. Look, I got my own problems. No disrespect, but you don't got a chance. Too hot for you? One for the road! Fatal Fury. City of the Wolves.
Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.
What is happening, guys? Welcome back here at SNK Qualifier online for Europe. Me and UI Lazarus. Let me put some respect on his name. Put the UI there. How's it going, dude?
Yeah, you're Ultra Instinct today, of course, and hoping the players are too, because this game's mad fast, man. It is hard, bro. You have to be some kind of Ultra Instinct. Be ready for everything, because yeah, see, the Wolves takes no prisoners, man. Yeah, it's a difficult game, but I think, you know, we were talking about this before the cast, right? But I think it's one of those games that if you are a big fan of fighting games and you're good at fighting games, you are absolutely going to be a killer in this game. And speaking of a killer, we got our first player in the loser side to talk about right here. We have Ktop.
Indeed, one of the twins hailing from Greece. Ktop got to see his brother qualify from versus fighting Ktop here, trying to get his place there at the SNK World Championships. I think he's got a good chance. Like you said earlier, battling from losers makes it a little bit harder, but I do think he has an opportunity to make it happen.
Yeah, I think he is one of those players I'm mentioning, right? He's just insane at a lot of fighting games. You know, I mean, I met him from DNF Duel, DNF Duel mentioned, but yeah, he's been a top player in pretty much any fighting game he touches, and that has not changed in City of the Wolves. And I think is a great, you know, antithesis to also Leffen, who is basically in the same situation where it feels like any fighting game he touches, he kind of turns to gold. He's got that Midas touch. He's super sick at anything he plays. Depends what he wants to put his focus into, and I think that's probably the hardest part for him, is that he can't decide where he wants to put his focus. But even with Fatal Fury just in the background for him, he's been killing it, man.
Oh yeah, and if he wanted to take that career path a little bit in another direction, I think he could make a very good Kain cosplayer. As we see them both side by side, that would be pretty sick. But yes, like you said, again, speaking of Alioun, I think you have to have that conversation with Leffen as well. Multi-game, not even grand finalist, winner. He's just the best at certain games. That's just how it is, right? And I think it is a sort of issue of time and restrictions, right? Being from EU doesn't always have the ability to go to America and play those top players. But I am gonna put my money on Leffen winning, just because of the accolades.
That's fair enough. I mean, I'm doing Ktop mostly for the storyline, of course, with his brother already qualified the SWC finals. It makes it really exciting if he also manages to get it. And, you know, for the enough dual reasons, he's a big fan of him. And, you know, I think he's definitely got a great chance. I know, you know, he has had some issues. I think he had food poisoning yesterday and still managed to qualify to top 8. So yeah, I think it was, hopefully he's feeling better now, man, you know, but we are going to get the chat's prediction, and I mean, no surprise, I guess. Leffen taking a pretty resounding win there, but he's going to have to see if he can do that on the game too.
Yeah, like I said, it's understandable. A lot of people might not know about the twins. They were very, very dominant MK. A lot of qualifications they got there, and it's kind of cool to see these two players because they are multi-game specialists in kind of like different regions, bar probably like 3D games, but coming together on the one character. This is just a battle of who is better, because there's no matchups in terms of what can you do and what can I not do. We just got hands and kicks apparently, but the first one on that flash kick does whiff.
Small drop, yeah, and that is something that's changed, right? Kain has he still has his optimal combo routes, right? But they did nerf the range at which you can connect that far A, and that has changed a lot of his, you know, confirms, and already Leffen off to a small drop, you know, but this early on into a set, you'd hope it wouldn't make too much of a difference. It's a nice check there from Leffen, trying to check the dash up. And, oof, okay. No, it doesn't quite get the timing on the Schwarzer rounder explosion, but does get another close C. Should have closed out this time. Hopefully immediately. There we go.
Yes, show me some more untakeable regular fireballs, please.
It's wild, man.
My favorite.
I don't get it.
Get ready.
They are my favorite. Oh, nice jump JD there to start things off, but don't want to put yourself on the back foot for too long.
Oh, yes.
Condition.
There we go. Ktop getting this combo though. A lot of damage. Not going to end it in a hard knockdown or anything though, so Leffen just going to back roll, back dash, create as much space as possible to land this hit, get this combo, set up the Schwarzer rounders, and off to someone who start with the pressure. Dash flash kick, catching the fuzzy hop back, super sick stuff.
That was violent. As a malicious intent. That was a dark passenger whispering in the ear like,
Oh, that is a confirm. He caught Leffen on the ground. It's not going to be enough to kill. So close, though. Okay, a little bit scrambly, but gets that close C. There's 6 frames in a dream.
We're at, we pray. Final round here. Leffen, Ktop.
Definitely one of the better close Cs in the game because of how high the upward hitbox goes. So it's extremely good. You know, when you do close C, dash, close C, it's also going to catch like a lot of jump backs, things like that, right? So that's what makes his pressure specifically so scary. Okay, Leffen busting out that reversal super. Nice timing.
I was about to say,
should have done the other super, but I mean, either way, you get so much damage out. Super sick.
I was about to say how good the button has. The flaw is that it's a single hit, a single move that hits twice. So it is kind of easier to JD on the second hit. That time we saw it on the first hit. So that was a statement.
That was crazy. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. What's going on, guys? You know, I have not seen this kind of 0 frame super shenanigans in pretty much any other region I've watched. Because those other players, they just been labbing the crazy stuff. I mean, 0 frame supers are super interesting. They're really, honestly, we don't see them enough because they're like guaranteed punishes and safe jumps, things like that, right? You know, especially for characters like Kane, I've been saying that I've been waiting for players to start utilizing it. But you know, it's not easy, that's for sure.
Nope. Neither of these combos, for the most part. Okay, Ktop executions there, and yes, Rondo plus overhead equals GG's. Go next. Ktop speed running that round in spectacular fashion. Let's see if you can keep him up.
Yeah, I think that's you know, the short surrounders are something that really make this character uniquely strong compared to the rest of the cast. And having that sort of guaranteed pressure on knockdown is something you don't see too often in this game, right? Because of things like rolling, you know, JDs, things like that, make it really hard to actually play offense sometimes. Oh, jumps straight over that dash flash kick this time, gets the huge wild punish, and it's 2 games up now over the humble genius.
Yeah, Ktop is just masterclass in that, especially that last round. Just wasn't deterred from the flash kick on the overhead. Obviously, that worked for the first game, right? The overhead with the Rondo out. Leffen said, again, a sign of a good player. Fool me once, shame on me. Ain't happening again. That's how he goes, honestly. That's what my mom said. So, yeah, just going with that kind of mentality, forcing the change up, but Ktop has just got a really solid game plan and the execution to follow it up.
Yeah, that's super. I love to see the just defend guard cancel on the flash kick, counter hit recovery. You get a huge bombo, very sick reward there, and you can tell Ktop's really loud this matchup. Nice 2C counter hit confirmed from Leffen to fight out of this corner though. And keeping that pressure nice and tight. Jumping straight over. Ktop not committing to any options. Yeah, is that far D into the crumbling my ambitions? Leffen maybe trying to hyper defend at the end there.
Again, capture the jump escape. Because C. Oh dear.
Sick punish, man. The dash under dash back throws an anti-air. Super sick KOF maneuver. Big miss of the flash kick. Doesn't get punished for it. Gets a rip with another flash kick, and the back dash gets caught by the jump in, and that's set point now to Ktop.
And that is one of the drawbacks of having a flash kick as your anti-air. The first back dash is good, but then the second one maybe a case of, well, I can't DP anti-air. I must try to avoid the jump in. And that's where the second back dash came from. Or, like Laz mentioned earlier, could be just a try thing. Who knows? Who knows? Back dash your problems away.
No Zato in this game, unfortunately. Although he'd probably be low tier as well.
Oh,
get out of there. Okay, nice. He does actually create the distance there. Oh my gosh. Puts a Lancer counter hit. Oh my god, this is going to hurt so much you forward. Wait, you got that on you. Nah,
he's at death door for sure. And then the walk up throw. Thrown off any time in, I feel, for anything other than a kind of mash situation. Flash kick characters kind of have to mash a button normally in that situation. But yeah, Ktop is on top, 3-0 over Leffen.
Ooh-wee. That is a very impressive showing from Ktop. Not gonna lie, you know, Leffen definitely no pushover. Saw him get for like I think 5th at VSF. Extremely strong player, but Ktop, man, I mean, especially the brothers have been doing really well in See the Wolves recently. I think it helps having a training partner that's literally your brother who's also an incredibly strong player, right? But not even just that, you can tell they've really leveled up. And you know, I think it was during VSF, I think Dai I saw him mention that basically the brothers, the Ktop, Ktop, have really leveled up recently. And I think that's really showing.
Without a shadow of a doubt, you can tell it in the gameplay. And I think something really crucial in this set is Ktop basically went, the reason I picked this character is because they're very oppressive. I'm not going to give you the benefit of the doubt of being Leffen. Show me you know how to get out. And the answers that Leffen like produced weren't enough to deter Ktop from going in constantly. There was no deterrent from, oh, let's play some neutral. It was like, I didn't die. Let's go again. Let's see if you'll stop me this time. Yeah, and it just paid off.
Pretty much every time he found a hit right, he really made it count. And that is like something that's, I think that's the thing that sets the good game players away from the great ones, is just how much can they actually get from each of those hits. And yeah, he's going to be moving on to that loser side. Going to be in another Kane mirror matchup. At least you're comfortable in the matchup, right? You clearly had so much to counterplay. So going to be up against Engel Mr. with the Kane in that loser side. And of course, our other loser side matchup, though, will be getting between Sulian Lamu and Sean 2D Dad.
Yeah, two players that I had to get familiar with. You did put me on to some of them. I heard a cool fact about 2D Dad's name. I kind of thought it might be after Mago.
Okay.
Yeah, as in 2D God. But I'm guessing Sean is a dad. Sean 2D Dad instead of Mago 2D God. I'm again, just do an old reference. I'm gonna just thumbs up it because I'm just like that.
Yeah, super sick stuff. Obviously, the only Italian player in this top 8 coming out, and you know the Italian players have a strong scene. But you know we're going to one of the neighboring countries right now. We're going to go over to France and speak about Sulian Lamu, of course, who's a really strong player. I know he's been grinding this game. He's been a big fan of the KOF games and a big fan of Hotaru specifically. You know, and is his main character. And how lucky that his main character is one of the strongest in their game as well right now, right? So yeah, he's been obviously traveling quite a lot and performing pretty well, but just hasn't quite had one of those breakout performances like some of these other European players.
Indeed. Rocking that 6 stick, and I could say one of the old school players, right? Going from KOF, but coming in with no info. It's actually a ninja. Got nothing on me.
Just grinding, man.
Yeah,
grinding in the background. I think I've played him like once in ranked, I think. but yeah, he's super sick. He plays Hotaru as well, but yeah, probably gonna be playing the Hoko tomorrow in this matchup. And yeah, I'm interested to see, like I was trying to say, the Italian community is really awesome. They actually got quite a large number of players who are big fans of Seat of the Wolves, and they continuously grind against each other, play, and I got a chance to meet a lot of them at Only the Best this year, which was really awesome. They're really cool people. So shout out to those guys.
Yeah, shout out to Spaghetti Showdown. They always play a bunch of games, have the community pull up, and it's really wholesome to see, not just because it's like a nice community, but the elevation that they all give each other. In no matter what game, they will have people that don't play, for example, Fatal Fury, that will probably be in chat being, oh, one of our players are playing, let's go, let's get it.
Yeah, I love that. But yeah, I mean, I just remember Only the Best. I was like sat down playing casuals with one of them, and then like all of them started like, because they all play against each other all the time, they're like, oh, there's someone else here to play against. So they just like,
right.
Oh, can I play? I was like, okay. So yeah, really fun guys. Had a lot of fun time over here. But of course, my prediction, unfortunately, going to go to the side of Sulian Lamu to France for this one, just because I've played him before. I know how he plays. The Hotaru's a really strong character right now, and I think I know more about him, if that makes sense, so it's easier for me to put my money onto Sulian Lamu. But why did you choose Sean 2D Dad?
Because the name is so sick. The reference to the name is just too sick. I just can't.
That was enough.
I'm a simple individual. I'm very simple. Caveman brain.
Well,
cool name. I like. Please win. It's just it.
We are gonna be letting the players do the talking now, though. We'll see to see exactly who's gonna take this matchup. Right now, jump instant air web blow. Very interesting. But hey, I mean, it worked out. I'm normally going to be safe on block, and you're fully armored the entire time you're coming out.
Ooh, the late shurikens after the Hotaru fireball. Air to air. Oh, yeah, we knew.
Doesn't work anymore. Oh my, Sean 2D that. Try to make the best of a bad situation. The missed confirmed, because it doesn't work anymore. Even on punish counter, I'm pretty sure you don't get the close D anymore because of Maybe I'm wrong there. I can't quite remember. But yeah, the nerfs to the frame data on the teleport.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot less rewarding on here.
It's a forward throw. Tap, tap, no confirm. Just backs away. Goes back to space. Retreating. Oh, nearly got the attack on the cross under.
Oh,
what a dash forward. That was so pivotal.
Yeah, but didn't actually get the punish, man. It's very quick to recover. EX5 was clashing. Very close first round here. Going down to the wire. 5 seconds left. Oh, with the lead, but the scramble. Gets caught out of the teleport startup. And then tried to teleport again. And then, yeah, getting clipped.
That was pretty funny. We definitely went pop smoke. Just threw hands into the the purple haze and went, I'm going to hit something. Whoa, just allowed the whiff throw.
So I gotta point out, what is the bear doing in this gym, man? That is crazy. I never noticed him before.
That's kind of a hard thing to not notice.
He just posted up, bro. I hope I don't have to fight him.
Yeah, no, he looks like he needs
this
some
gym's
damage.
a whole of a mess. Why they got like leg press, they got drums, they got a climbing wall. Like, I don't know what this is gonna be.
Yeah, it's like they've got a rock climbing wall. Yeah, this is the interesting gym. Medicine balls.
Yeah, fun, yeah.
Need to jump over the rev blow. Couldn't get anything on the other end. Fireball a little bit too premature. What a Anya. The confidence in that was insane, by the way.
I mean, the way I saw that was that I think Sulian went to dash under, do close D. He dashed, but a bit too early, and then the close D just anti-ed. It was kind of sick.
Ah, okay. right. Because I was thinking it's scary to have Ban Anies in the game of like proximity norms.
Yes,
that's why I was like confidence. But yeah, what you said makes a lot more sense as well.
Yeah, it's something that is honestly quite important that you need to, it's very risky, but it becomes an integral part of dealing with like hop pressure, right? Is that you kind of have to rely on your close like A normals to be able to check re-hop pressure and things like that. Which is, again, relying on a proximity normals. It was very scary. It was scary though. Showing TV there, getting off to this second game. So, nice quick start. Big health lead, still an SPG. It'll be very hard work for Sulian Lama to come back in this one.
Ooh, we'll try to escape the corner. It clips. And yeah, that was one of those games, like you said, the momentum was firmly in Sean 2D Dad's hands. And you don't want to expend too much trying to escape. It's counter hit for trying to jump away. The strong elbow. Oh my gosh, teleport empty into empty jump.
But that nicely timed back hop in the corner, gonna get a huge whiff punish. And oh my god, I think crossed up Sean's inputs there. I don't know if he wanted to wake up overhead there. Gets the hit, but no confirm on the whiffed rev blow. Sulian Lama, okay, has the SPG in the middle. I think more people are starting to value that for sure. As the time's gone on, and the instant air rev blow. That's super sick option in neutral. So many fireballs now, and Sean 2D Dad is trying to fight back on his own.
I understand it. Had to be super unpredictable with the next move. They're an overheat. And they had a sliver of health. They're like, well, I defensively can't make a read. I have to just hit them and hope, kind of, in that situation, right? Because you can't, at that level, I don't think you could have even blocked a fireball.
Yeah, definitely not. The air turnaround. Completely forgot Hotaru has access to that, but that's super sick. Love to see it. Okay, red blow is coming to come out. Big reward, of course. You love, you hate it. From Hotaru, man. It's a very unique tool that he has. Very strong tool that he has. But it is, you know, overused, completely in that overheat state, and now nothing to worry about. Just the meaty close D on the roll Oki. And that's going to be a lot of damage to Sulian Lama. Doesn't actually go for the hidden gear. Doesn't feel the need for it. Gonna keep him close to death's door now. Still 2 bars for Sean to do that, and gets a nice high dodge attack for the entire.
Jabs out the pressure, or Bade. Spending all the bar there's the perfectly timed guard crush, opening up Sean 2D. I think that was like a true string from the first block. I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think super smart stuff, Sulian Lama. It is hard, right? Because of how the guard break works in this game, and especially with Hotaru, with lots of lots of multi-hit normals or specials, you can get a situation where you guard break, and then the follow-up hits of these multi-hits actually end up messing up your combo.
100%. I think the calculations you have to do to get a optimal guard crush on some characters is harder. I'm not going to say it's a weakness of that character, because that character is so good in other places. I'm not going to spread misinformation, but it is something that I'm glad, something to do with like Vox. Vox is very like single hitting most of the time, so it's easier to calculate when it's going to break.
Yep. We just went back to the character select Chris for a moment, get a breather. This is obviously, I mean, look, this is your SWC qualification life potentially on the line here, this online qualifier. And you got all the time in the world. Don't need to rush back into the matchup. Well, maybe not all the time in the world. We got to keep this moving. But you can at least take a break. Oh, the backdash, but it wasn't ready. Looked like he was trying to bait a burst. Like, what the hell?
I want to say maybe they mistimed the rev run. But it did look like a burst bait. Yeah. Oh, okay. Ktop Ninja going in with the combos. Oh, we just run away. Go for space. Makes sense. In the Fireball game, I think Wataru might have a slight advantage.
Yeah, the air throw, sick option. Oh, catches the shimmy. Nice stuff from Sean 2D.
Round two. What's the opening gambit? A call out? Or I guess it's safe. It's not really a call out, is it?
Just lets it rip. I mean, you also just cancel it on block into his other special move that's plus on block. So it's going to be one of those. Catching with that 2B, with that far B pressure. Super comes out. Another one. Spending it all already. Just really trying to close out this round. With no super meter, you got no reversal. You're an SPG now, though. Oh, that's what he changed. I just realized. Oh, but it's not going to help you out. The rev blow, the anti-rev blow on the jump. That was crazy stuff from Sulian. Crazy awareness. And another one. He loved this air rev blow, man.
Wow.
Overhead to put himself at a set point. Wow.
Bro, I know she didn't say it, but all I heard was crack shoot like 3 times. 2 of them were green, and then a grounded one. Just heels to the face. What a crazy way to win. But Sean 2D Dad is not happy about that. Sticking it to them right here in the corner.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, Sean did change an SPG, put it in the middle, and oh, that was a sick air rev. I mean, the high dodge attack on the air rev blow. And should be able to close it out from here. No, just one more hit. Didn't have the super available in the close C. Sulian Lamy trying to guess on something there, but it didn't work out. And okay, you know what? I mean, all he did was change the SPG, have a little breather, and that was enough.
Yeah, I didn't mean to obviously gloss over what you said. Putting both players having it in the middle now, because I think Sean didn't have it in the middle the first game. Oh my gosh, get your hands off me, young man. But yeah, I think it's made a big difference.
Yeah. You always have access to it. I think that's why I like it in the middle. Is that, yeah, at the start you have access to it right at the beginning, which is very good for a character like Hoko Tumaru. Yeah. But at least when you get opened up, there's a good chance you're going to be in it on the next time you got to wake up. Which is going to be really important to this character, although not going to be a factor anymore in this round. So he's going to have to try and play honestly.
Double hop, overheated, trying to maintain some space with the shurikens. Gets the air to air, runs up, not scared of the chip, but maybe you should be, because he was in overheat for a long minute. It was only like 70%, so it's really difficult to make a comeback because you feel like you have to like thread so many needles when you can't defensively not lose.
Yeah, chip down's gonna rank up, and also you're gonna be worried about that guard break, of course. Trying to keep Sulian Lamy gel to this ground, can't quite find it. Sulian Lamy just gonna jump out the corner. It's gonna get a sick 2C with punish straight into the super. Might not be what he wanted, might have just been what came out when he buffered it. Run, chase down, roll low key right there, still getting meatied by this close D. That's a lot of damage, C4. Again, Sulian Lamy still on set point here.
Needs to get some space, not maintain it. Can you get out of this corner? Oh my gosh, and the last bit of the string, the rev blow, the hands from Wataru taking it there. Difficult. I think there was quite a few situations where the pressure just was mounting too much for Sean to have a valid escape. But I guess that is the issue with picking Ktop, right? You just don't have a meterless reversal.
Yeah, and that option as well. I think that's something that that's the value you get from having your SPG either in the middle or the last, is that you can do these continuous rev cancels for pressure sequences to rev up the next person, right? And you can crank up their rev gauge like crazy in ways that like having SPG at the beginning can't do.
Yes. Yeah, as you can see here, Sean did have it in the first spot. And I think, yeah, what you said basically sums up the decision making that you have to do with your positioning. And there are some characters that can basically blow past the first SPG range, or some routes where you don't get an opportunity to use your SPG at the top, and it sometimes feels like it's a win more mechanic when you have it in that position.
Yeah. And everything just being cheaper, including the rev blow. We saw Sulian Llama just how much value he got out of that instant air rev blow, which is quite a difficult technique. Actually, they made it a little bit harder. It used to be way easy to buffer, and you could do it close to the ground in the in the previous betas. Basically, they changed it, so it's a lot harder, and you can't do it as close to the ground anymore. But it looks like for Hotaru, it's still a great option. And yeah, doing it at the end of a long chain of rev arc cancels like we saw at the end there is a really sick way to really crank up someone's rev gauge. I like that a lot from Sulian.
It's a lot of mental damage as well, because it's like, surely I can escape now. Surely I can escape
yeah,
now. Is it my turn?
And that's what he tried.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, good stuff there. The top 8 turned into a smaller affair now as we get further in this bracket. I think I want to say Alioun now. Might take it.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, we just finished our first round of losers matchups, but we do have the next round of losers matchups. We've got the Kane mirror between Ktop and Engel Mitsteruzi, man. That's going to be a great one. We saw Ktop against Leffen have an excellent set against in the mirror matchup, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't wait. Like you said, some people don't like playing mirror matchups. I like watching mirror matchups. But before we get to do that, we're going to have to take a break, like I was mentioning, and then we will see all the kinds go at it. Hang on, guys. We'll be back in a little bit.
So, Ken, fire still burns, I hope.
You bet. Extra hot, just like we said. Whatever. But don't say I didn't warn you. Look, I got my own problems. No disrespect, but you don't got a chance. Too hot for you? One for the road! Fatal Fury. City of the Wolves.
Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.
And welcome back, guys. Thanks for sticking with us. We are here, of course, for the SNK World Championship online qualifier for Europe. We started with top 8. We are now down to a top 6, and we're going to be narrowing it down even further in this loser's side. Isn't that right, C4?
We are indeed. If you didn't catch these matches, they've been barn burners from the beginning, for sure, especially the 2 first matches are crazy. So you can catch the VODs later on. But right now, we are going to get the mirror match. Uzi versus Ktop. Again, if you've just joined us, you did miss some silly plays from both of these players in terms of like execution and brain power. I cannot keep up.
Yes, we had Angle against Dai. That crossover run back didn't quite, make it against. You had a very close set. Showed some really sick stuff with Kine that we haven't seen too many players do. But Ktop on the other side, we definitely we'll get a chance to talk about him. But yeah, Angle, I mean, that's the perks of being on winner's side. You get to fight someone like Dai, probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest player in Europe right now, and you get a chance to fight another day, right? And in the mirror matchup, it's going to be very different than her Kotomaru matchup, where he showed a lot of knowledge. We'll see how he can adapt to Ktop's Kine.
Yeah, speaking of Ktop, we're going to get their details on the screen in a moment. And they did go up against Leffen in a mirror match again. So one of the Kines have left the building. Shout out to Leffen. We're always putting on a good performance. But the brother is trying to rekindle his friendship with his sibling and try and get into the SNK World Championship. And this is how you do it, right? Here in the qualifiers online. Looking pretty strong. I know you did mention that they haven't had the best of times in the matches yesterday, not feeling too well, but I'm not gonna lie, if you didn't tell me that, I couldn't have told by their game plan.
Yeah, I think I don't know, maybe food poisoning's powered him up because what he did to Leffen. Yeah, lucky he was allowed to be put on stream, but I think it's a great storyline, honestly. The twin brothers, Ktop, Ktop from Greece, extremely strong players. And we got to do our predictions. I completely forgot, actually. I think let me do I'll do it now. Why not? I'm thinking this is Ktop's. I know Angle is your guy, but Ktop's kind of my guy. I mentioned it before, but he's a really strong player. And Dina Thor qualified for the Arc World Tour as well. That was super sick to watch him. And from Greece, right? Europe's quite a wide spread region. So there's a lot of representation from countries that you don't see a lot of, especially in the FGC.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Angle again. I'm a caveman. I like flash kick characters. Angle Uzi plays Leo. I'm simple. I follow my heart and
monkey see, monkey do.
Basically, yeah. That's how I engage with most players when I'm watching, whether it be in pools or top 8. Keep it really super simple. But I have been impressed by how Angle's been playing. Like a lot of the things that you called it, like the JD into supers, really sick. But this time, the crowd's on your side, Laz.
Okay, I think that's the first time for today. But yeah, I mean, I'm that is surprising as well. I know a lot of German players as well for See the Wolves. They love their SNK games. But Ktop, I think after that showing against Leffen, probably made some new fans today, at the very least. Showed just how strong he has been. And like I said before, the brothers have leveled up quite significantly, and obviously that has been proven with that qualification to the SWC at VSF by Ktop. But we're going to see how he can adapt to the mirror matchup. Angle Mr. Uzi starting off where he left off, ripping it with the flash kick.
Yep, did not miss a beat whatsoever. Angle in the white costume, kind of fitting with his name's Angel. So, but yeah, in the dark and orange, Ktop sticking it to the Angel with the Uzi, put him in the corner. You need to find your Arsenal and fight your way out. Does so. Push him into the rondo. Yeah.
2C with the counter poke straight. Confirm into the super, and Ktop so ready for that interaction. Of course, they did add some more recovery into that super, so at least on block you can counter attack it way easier. But of course, you still get combos on hit, and that's the really valuable thing about it.
That might be like the first true frame 1 super I've seen, because you saw the SPG activation on Ktop's side, which was crazy. I was like, what kind of jump is this, lad? Why is he going orange? This doesn't look a burst.
That is crazy though. Literally round start or pre-buffered super. It's crazy. Oof. Speaking of though, right there, that close C into that super. Oof, didn't quite get the Schwarzer Lancer that he wanted there, I think. Missed the quarter circle, and now Ktop gonna be able to turn it around. A very scary situation. Trying to get the shimmy, but those hands, man, they are reaching.
What an option. Maybe this is kind of the evolution of the first set we saw with Engel, where we were so scared of flash kick. We've gone, you're not going to be looking for the throw because you're just blocking my reversal, right?
Yeah. Smart stuff, honestly. Again, throws are really risky. There's so many ways to bait them out in this game, right? But they're also very strong. If you do manage to land them, they do quite a bit of damage with that hard knockdown. So far, we're just playing those Schwarzer fireballs around and trying to snipe for this hard knockdown where you can start off that really strong pressure reversal Superman. Angular, just letting it rip.
Goes for the manual pop on them as well on the rondos. What?
Hit into the armor, man. That is very rare that you recover in time. I guess the start up on the air red blows too high. Dash up super, not enough. Ktop is one more hit. Try. That was definitely the 0 frame super, but just buffered into the regular one. And yeah, very nicely though. Ktop didn't press into it regardless.
Yeah, didn't try anything flashy either. Going for like JDs. Just went, nope, I don't need to do any of that. Keep it nice and easy. Blocking out, punishing afterwards. Quite a fast game, even though there was a lot of exchanges from both players. I think
absolutely.
I think Ktop, again, I remember saying this in the earlier match. They are, can you stop layer one? Can you stop, you know, the pressure before I go to any other option? And yeah, it doesn't seem that anyone can at the moment.
Yeah. Saw Angle go back to that character select. Obviously, don't know if he plays anyone other than Kane, but might be that SPG placement that he's moving around. Could be just taking a breather, of course, you know, losing from the winner's side and now on the back foot in the loser's side. You really got to start worrying, you know. And we'll see, you know, while I know Ktop has been around and he's qualified and competed in so many fighting games, he definitely has the experience to keep his nerves under control, but you can't say the same necessarily for Engel.
Nah, not quite yet. Hopefully soon. Maybe this will be the breakout performance. Oh, nice confirm. It was super late and nice registration in the mind of Engel to get confirmed there. The neutral jump couldn't get the confirm, went for jabs after the falling D.
Oh, tried to challenge and just getting frame trapped by that close C, the empty low, and has the Schwarzer to pop for all this damage. I think you're still alive. No, you're not. Oh, what am I lying, man? Holy damage. I thought, you know, it started with a 2B, there'll be some scaling here, but now the Schwarzer says no such thing.
Yeah, don't worry, you're not an agent of misinformation. That was a in the moment. Oh, I just realized what character I'm talking about. Of course they are. Oh no, it looked like they went for the 0 frame after a JD and it didn't work out for them. The execution fall into the wayside, but Engel mid the Uzi jumps away from the Rondo and from the JD, but still on the back foot. Lads, he can't escape, he can't get room to fight. Never mind, we just scrapped.
Oof. Okay, that's gonna be a great opportunity for Engel to take some control. Seen Ktop though being able to let it rip. Wow, perfect little shimmy with the hop there, catching that throw bait. And now you're guessing for the round here. Ktop is spending the super, really just wants to make sure the throw can kill. Makes the setup. I don't know if he meant to do that. He didn't break the heavy flash kick, and that is going to be the game to Ktop. How unfortunate is he for?
I'm with you. Sorry, I got stuck. I got stuck on the, was that a setup? Because it kind of looked like it was a Rondo bait, right? For the explosion. It was like, most people are going to try and punish the flash kick, and I think the Rondo was meant to stop the person punishing. But I don't know, maybe Ktop like micro dashed out. They are playing the same character. He might know the tech.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it's tough to say whether that was intentional or not. It looked like it almost was. It nearly worked, I guess. But oh, what a bait by Ktop, and he hasn't been dropping any of these combos all day, and he's not starting yet. Just backdash to get away from that 2B. The throw is going to whiff, and so's that fast C. And Engel's winning a lot of these small interactions, but hasn't been able to cash out and take a big confirm yet.
Yeah, they've been really heavy hitting starters as well. Like you said, just can't clutch out, and I think that's what the difference has been between the two players. Ktop always basically finishing their plate. Any little hit, all the greens are getting yammed up, just like Endomituzi's health bar. Again, fighting back, scrambling, getting the opportunities, but just not ending it.
Yeah, that was cheap. And there's a lot of things going on the screen there, Z4, but I think the important thing here is Ktop's on set point. And man, he already showcased against Leffen 3-0 in the mirror matchup, and is looking to make a statement today with another one against Engel, but we'll see. Oh, try to challenge. He's even ready with the block, C4. That's going to be the game. 3-2-0 Ktop. He's on a tear on this loser's side.
And like you said, is anyone able to beat this time? Doesn't look like it. Ktop might be the best one. He's on top.
Yeah,
3-0.
yeah,
What can you say?
It's not much to say, honestly. So prepared. I mean, we saw it against Leffen, knows that matchup inside and out. And yeah, I think he hasn't made a mistake. I think that's the easiest way to describe how he's played, right? Is that he's been playing Kayn, who's a very strong character, obviously, and he's not making mistakes, which is already a great start.
Yeah, it's kind of just clutch, right? It's just very clutch in his game plan, where I don't think he's doing anything much different to the kinds that he has been playing. Not like super evident, especially not to me. But it is the case of no matter what the hit is, it's ending with you basically in the corner or your health bar gone. And that's kind of key, especially when you play a character that has so many ways to turn straight hits into such strong momentum. That's where they're strong at, right? And we saw like on Endomituzi, the clear, I think what he did different to every other Kayn was the JD supers, but it didn't matter because it didn't amount to anything.
Yeah, he barely gave him the opportunities, you know, winning the hit in neutral into the shots around the Oki and really mixing up his options, going low, you know, even waiting at some points for reversals or reversal buttons, you know, that's one of the powerful things. I mentioned it before, right? But having the Schwartz arounder to cover your Oki makes your offense so much more solid in this game, where it would otherwise be quite scary. Like, especially like when you know Engel's got those 0-frame supers down, you don't want to meet him. You don't want to like play offense because he can blow you up just like that. But you know, Ktop came prepared, and that's how he took it 3-0, 6-0 now on the loser side. 6-0 versus Kayn. And now we're going to be moving on to the other side of the losers, though. Different kind of matchup now. We got Peter versus Sulian Lamu.
Yeah, it's going to be cool to see. We did have Peter earlier. They lost to Alioun, I think it was, in a 3-2. How could I forget? That was a sick match. Yes, it was 3-2, super close.
It was great.
Need to watch that as we go and see the stats from Peter. Is in losers, but from their performance from the first game, I don't know if they're going to be in losers for much longer. I think they're going to run it maybe back to grand finals, honestly, with the way they've been playing.
Yeah, and already, you know, he did take an L against Alioun in this matchup with the Hotaru against Hakotomaru. But again, you know, I'll reiterate what I've said before. But this guy's been grinding, really loves the game, and you know, obviously has had great performances online and offline, and not just in City of the Wolves, but you know, Exit obviously being one of his main games. He's been one of the best players in Europe for the longest time, and I think City of the Wolves is definitely one of those games that if you play a lot of those faster anime style games, you're gonna feel very comfortable playing City of the Wolves.
Yeah, Raven player in Exile, so he's very comfortable with these like nimble, quick, light-toed characters. And I think you saw him thinking. That's how he plays in the game. He thinks that so fast, you almost feel that he's just going in. But he's got so many layers of plans that he's dealing at you.
Yeah, and like I said, unfortunately lost to Alioun on the winner's side, but going to be a different Hotaru this time, of course. Sulian Lamu looked really strong against Sean, had some very unique game plan, unique options in neutral using that air red blow. Going to see if Peter can answer that one way or another. But yeah, has been traveling around, obviously big fan of KOF and SNK games in general, big fan of Hotaru, I know that much. And yeah, what a chance to qualify for the World Championship here is today for him on this online qualifier, man. And of course, this is only the first one, right? There should be at least two. So couple of chances for any of these players to take it, and definitely Sulian Lamu is going to be one to watch out. Has already played this matchup, obviously against Sean, so against Peter's going to be slightly different, but same character, so at least, yeah, you're going to be prepared for some of those shenanigans. Like, he was so ready for the teleport. Let's see if he can replicate what Alioun did in his matchup.
For sure. And I think, yeah, what you mentioned was pretty important in terms of opportunities to qualify. Europe does have 2. It's going to be happening near the end of September. And you also have East Asia. They have 2 online qualifiers. North America have 3. So at the moment, I believe there's 4 players online that have qualified. I think it's Difoam, Freza, Lagia, and Mado Kula, I believe.
Okay. Well, for this qualifier, I think it's the first time we've actually agreed on who's going to be taking this match.
It does look like it.
Today, we've had opposite predictions here, but I think we both agree Peter playing super well. Although, you know, can't sleep on Sulian Lamu. Has already, you know, the guy has won a game. And we can't say the same for Peter in this top 8. But
wow.
But his set was super clutch, right? It's super close. So, and like I said, I still think Peter's still one of the favorites. Alioun's just been playing kind of crazy today, so that's gonna be a hard matchup for anyone.
I almost want to change my my vote. Now you hit me with the maths. Like, you can't argue with the numbers. Like, Peter's not won. Why am I voting for Peter? So...
Well, we're gonna have to let the players do the talking. We're gonna jump into the game here and see who's going to take this first to 3 to move on the loser's side to be able to fight up against Ktop, which is a terrible reward if you ask me.
You're not wrong. That's not something I would want to receive after winning the game. Ooh, she is better.
She's just better, guys.
She did tell you.
Love the guard cancel. I like it. He jabs the single one, but then when it's the 3-piece, you just defend it because you get 3 instances of guard cancel juice, so you get extra meter, extra health. So it's just smart. That's just resource management. 101.
The math, quick math. Have to play quick in this game. Ending with the super empty mid. Doesn't hit, just revs out. Bam.
Yep, I like that check. It's no longer plus on block, so you don't have to respect it as you once did.
Sorry to interrupt. Can we just call out how Sulian did not tech there on that run up? Just stood there. Can we talk about that?
Bro was frozen. I mean, why would you tech? You got so much health. You know, there's that you know, constant meme of never tech mid screen. Because it's not worth it, man.
The answer is you're human.
that is always the answer. That's the problem. You are 100% correct. I know why it happens because I do the same all the time. And you know what I tell myself when it happens? You stupid idiot.
Can't JD just rip. Didn't look at the skies, so that was like another. I think Sulian just drags games out because I believe the other game that was nearly a timeout had Sulian Lama in it. So
yeah, I think I like his approach to the game, honestly, in that sense. Like, so risky with the throw there and getting punished. But yeah, I like his approach to the game, that he gets the life lead, and you know, especially against Ktop, it can be risky to overextend on offense because it's so easy to get blown up by things like these hops and things like that. So why don't you just go back to neutral, play it load slow. Ktop doesn't have the most things to threaten you in neutral. And there we go, just mixing up his options and making it super hard for Peter to know what to do, especially when it's back to the corner.
Yeah, I think that those last 2 interactions basically visualized what you said. It was a case of, oh, I've got the life lead. I'm going to do something safe and then just walk back. And it was only in that last exchange where they went, oh, I'm just going to dash forward, tap, and that's it. I'm not going to overexert with doing anything crazy like we saw in the last game with like air rev blow and stuff. They went, no, I've got a life lead. I don't need to do anything risky.
Yeah, that's something that when I've played against him, I've really noticed is that he just walks back. Like, compared to a lot of players who are antsy on the movement, that might hop back, maybe they'll dash back, do a bunch of back dashes and things like that. He's way more inclined to just walk it out because, you know, lows in this game, not too threatening, right? Sweeps, super punishable and block. That's the only one that have any reach. And then the 2Bs usually have very short range, so you just have that luxury, especially with Hotaru, who has very fast run speed. Back to the game. Peter on life support. Sulian Lamu in overheat though, so has a lot of has to be very careful about that guard gauge.
And look at, bro, we need to understand. Even in rev blow, they're playing like they've got the life lead. Do you know how easy it is to lose when you're in overheat? It's so easy to lose when you're in overheat, but they still play like I've got the life lead. Nothing can go wrong unless I give my opponent an opportunity to take it back.
That was painful though. Peter, safe jump with the DP. And then the last hit of the DP hit him walking forward. Oh, that's so bad. Damage to take though. Red blow comes out. Sulian has it available in SPG. Frame trap by that triple attack combo. And overhead, of course, going to be a plus. Doesn't want to overcommit into anything though. And now it's Peter with a life lead, so we're going to have to wait to see how Sulian Lamu can approach. Nice.
Pretty solid answer.
Yeah, nothing you can do there. The best antis in the game are red blows. Not all of them are built the same, and Akotumaru is definitely one of the best. So.
Nice delay just before the throw there. Scheming, waiting, seeing if there's any aggressive options coming out from Sulian. Oh, stays same side and gets thrown after JD unfortunate.
Yeah, was lucky not to get punished. That's an excellent whiff punish on the dive kick. Peter now taking that full control in this set. Love that corner pressure, man. Just kept it tight, knew that spacing so well. And we've seen, you know, Sulian Lamu likes to use that DP in jump-in situations to maybe snipe out your anti-air. And this time, Peter just backdashed, right? He's not afraid.
Get ready. Fight.
Very different affair from the first game. One apiece here.
Definitely.
There's a dive kick coming out. Yeah, not. Well, again, it's just a walk forward. I think most people will try to fan it out from mid-screen, right? They'll look for an opportunity to jump over, but not here. I'm not seeing that really.
Yeah, and again, you know, once, oh man, the 2C whiffing with Sulian Lamu hopping over. And that's going to be a quick round. And then again, like, it's annoying because you'll see him walk back a lot on your like throw attempts, your normals, things like that, your pressure, and you want to dash up and catch up with the 2B to catch him walking back. But then he's so good at checking your forward approach.
Ooh. Checking your strings
not
as
easy,
well.
by the way.
Oh, what, the JD into command grab? Yeah.
Yeah, especially on jump ins, because you know people can be so varied in the jump in timings.
But now there's nowhere to walk back. There's the jump, punish on the dive kick. Head to air? Yeah, done that counter hit.
Full juggle. Hope you won't have to spend any meter. Aiken gonna be enough. Wow, I didn't know. You know, there's an announcer in the back of the screen. I didn't know he actually commentates, guys. We don't have to do anything. We can just sit here and say he's doing it for us.
Chat, you can fact check me. I swear his name's Raiden.
Is it?
I think his name's Raiden. Stream chat, correct me if I'm incorrect.
That must have hurt. That's better whatever I got. Anyway, Peter looking better right now. 2-1. Perfect game, man. What a turnaround. Really nice adaptations.
Yeah, you wouldn't have known that Peter was playing in the first round. Yeah, the first game. It looked so different. so different. But the adaptamentation seems to be applied here.
Okay, teleporting in, just get clipped, but you know, nothing too big. But that corner control is all that Peter wants, right? When you can't walk back anymore, that's when, you know, Peter can actually run his offense.
Sushi. Nice, the patience. Oh no, but no punish.
Definitely meant to buffer out the 5A then, but didn't come out. And oof, not holding rep guard. Who's gonna win? I don't know. Oh god, Peter with the jump air rep blow. He was looking for a shimmy for sure, but you know, he got a 2-for-1 deal right there. Got the air rep blow, big counter hit punish into the round win, into the set point.
Oh, apparently his name is Big Beard, maybe as well as Big Beard. That's a pretty good wrestling name, to be fair.
Big Beard, damn.
Ooh, whiff, couldn't really do anything afterwards. Peter, oh, takes forwards.
Nice, mixing it up once again, just getting hit by the jump in. Maybe tried the heavy DP breakdown, not sure, but one hit away now for Peter if he can get the right hit. But Sulian Lamu in SPG. Let's see if he can make some magic happen. Oh no. Oh no, C4.
Yeah.
Try to make some magic happen with that guard cancel, but big whiff and big punish from Peter to take the set 3-1.
And I think, me personally, I could feel it in that last round. You could sense the difference between both players' kind of like nature, where we were saying that Sulian likes to be very grounded and walk. He likes to walk, right? But Pida likes to jump and backdash. And there's obviously pros and cons to each one. Pida is way more elusive. It's harder to catch or make a read on where he's going to be. I think that's why we got so many like explosive, like, oh, he's just neutral jumped and he's avoided the attack. But the slow approach worked in the first round, obviously, because Sulian won. But I feel in a longer set, Pida's just going to come out on top because of just brains. Like, brains are just going to be more frustrated against Pida than against Sulian.
Yeah, you can definitely tell he did adapt a lot about his game plan to try and, like, that corner control. He basically was like, as long as I don't get Sulian out of this corner, I can overcommit to my offense and I can, you know, play the spacing game a lot easier, a lot more comfortably when he can't walk back, which is something he's very good at. And that's where we saw a lot of these rounds go to rest, is right here in this moment. And yeah, Sulian just struggled a bit on the defense. Had a lot of great ideas with the guard cancels and some of those options. But at the end of the day, you know, I think Pida was prepared for pretty much all of it.
Yeah, it's fitting that was on this stage because I feel it was the case of when your back's against the ropes, there's nothing you can do, right? Whether you're, however good your movement is, I think when you've got stuff like teleports, a little bit easier. But yeah, once your back's against the wall and your strength is spacing, it really gets muted in that sense.
Yeah, absolutely. We can see our bracket shape up there. I said we're going to get down to our top 4. And there we go. Alioun versus Dai on that winner's final side. That's going to be a hell of a matchup. But of course, on the loser's side, that's even better in my opinion. Ktop versus Pida. Both these players have been playing kind of nice, especially Ktop. I'll be interested to see how much, if he can keep his form, because he's looking like one of the best players in the bracket today. Yeah,
I mean, for the narrative, Ktop winning is the thing, right? The Cinderella run from loser's side to meet his brother at the SWC is kind of what you want to hear about. But it's just not going to be easy. Like you said, going up against Pida, going to be rough. And then going up against Dai, Alioun, it's not going to be easy. It will be fantastic to talk about, but not easy to do.
Yeah, but we are going to get that winner's side matchup just after this short break, though. So stick around, and we'll be right back with some more City of the Wolves.
So Ken, fire still burns, I hope.
You bet. Extra hot, just like we said. Whatever. But don't say I didn't warn you. Look, I got my own problems. No disrespect, but you don't got a chance. Too hot for you? One for the road! Fatal Fury. City of the Wolves.
Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.
How's it going, guys? Glad you made it through the little 5-minute break. We've got some great games here coming up. Back with my guy Laz. How you been finding today's top 8?
You know what? It's been like a little while, I guess, since I've gotten a chance to really watch some like high stakes European City of the Wolves. I was away for VSF sadly, so I couldn't make that tournament, which was really sick. I'm super glad. You know, EU did so well versus all the invaders, let's say. I think that was really awesome to see. But at least to watch it live is a different beast, and we're gonna get the luxury to watch this next matchup live with Alioun up against Dai, of course. Alioun, he is, you know, a legendary player. I think that's not really any debate here, and he's kind of already shown just how good he can be. I think he has traveled quite a lot trying to qualify for that EWC, you know, right when the game released, and was just a bit short, despite being one of the best players in the region. Hadn't really had that breakout performance, but I think, you know, right now, the way he's playing, I feel like he's really found something, really clicked with something. And I think he's probably feeling like he's playing to the level he knows he can play.
Yeah, I feel the thing with Alioun, he's very end game. So when he comes with a plan in the couple of first weeks, it's like, yeah, I can see the game turning into that. But can you deal with what's happening now? And what's happening now, we're going to find out his opponent, who is going to be your guy, Laz, Dai.
Yeah, this is definitely my guy, mogging on everyone right now. You know, especially when this game came out, man, he was nearly unbeatable. You know, in ranked, we saw him already. His name is like Answer, I believe, which was another German player. But he had like a 90 win streak or something in ranked. Something crazy. This guy's absolutely grind lord. And then people were like, "Who's this Answer guy? Why is he beating up everyone?" Like, somebody stop him. But like, it was like they were calling for the EU Street Patrol to come out straight out of Street Fighter 4 and 5 to put this guy in jail because he just couldn't stop winning. And that's kind of how it's felt offline too, right? You know, this guy very, very close to qualifying the EWC, 3rd place at Hessen Crash, just narrowly losing out to Yun Wu, I believe. And yeah, he's definitely my favorite to win this game, to win the tournament today, and definitely to win this matchup is gonna be Dai taking it from me, I'm afraid.
I mean, I think maybe for both of us, this prediction is who's going to win the tournament. Almost. Both of these players in winners, so they've got the best chance, right? So who does win this is going to get the massive advantage of being able to kind of sit a little bit more comfortable. Not totally, because you can get the reset from the loser side, but yeah, I'm still going to stick with Alioun, especially, like I said, he is very end game, and I think there's enough time has passed in Fatal Fury for it to be, I mean, as we can see, it's been kind of visualized, his strategy and how powerful it can be when everyone's kind of playing on the same level as him. And when it comes to playing at top level, Dai is definitely that player.
Yeah, he has been the man to beat in Europe, and I don't think that's going to be changing today. So let's see, winners finals, Alioun versus Dai. Let's see what they can do. I think Dai has had, you know, this matchup is one that he has struggled in. You know, offline, he's lost to plenty of Hotaru players. You know, Yun Wu obviously at Hessen Crash, ZJZ as well, at Brussels Challenge, kind of been maybe the character he's always wanted to beat. And even though he feels like he knows the matchup extremely well, he's always going to be maybe problematic.
Indeed. Right now, though, not having any problems pushing Alioun to the brink, but fights out, has the corner position as well, but goes for the Dragon Punch, and Alioun's going to get punished accordingly by Dai on the Ninja.
Yep. I respect it. Representing a little bit early that the DP, it's a really strong tool in this game. Meatless reversals, but obviously balanced by the fact that how hard they can be punished. But it's good to represent them early on, so the opponents don't get used to overextending on offense.
And you can see Dai chooses like a different angle to throw the shurikens at. I feel when we watch Pida, it was more of the horizontal low ones that you can't crouch. But Dai likes to go for the diagonal ones. And I think that's a little bit more awkward in terms of like running to block because of the trajectory that they're coming at.
Well, I think you may as well, right? I mean, it covers less horizontal space, of course, but it's covering exactly the type of approach that Hotaru is going to be looking to make. Wow, the jump. Actually, with punishing the 4D there. Wow. But yeah, so it's also not giving your opponent free JDs either, things like that. Especially, like I said, with the triple shuriken, you got to consider that it does give people 3 times the amount of meter, you know, if they JD, 3 times the amount of health. So there's some downsides to it.
100%. Ooh, got crossed up. Up, we're going for the dive kick. Spotted in kind, die now on the offense. Up back dive kick, doesn't connect. Alioun though, staggering the pressure so well. Get to throw, empty jump mid. Throw away that cross up.
Jumping, man. Oh, I think it is tough. I mean, we're still several months in this game trying to figure out how can we stop Hokotomaru from double jumping. And I think it's tough. You know, the solution you have to make up for yourself. The overhead, I don't know if that's what Alioun wanted, but it's going to be taken down by a fuzzy hop from Dai coming out.
You know what's really cool about how Dai plays? I feel there's a lot of distinguishing things between like SNK games and Street Fighter, but Dai is really good at neutral jumping. Not neutral hopping, neutral jumping, which you don't see too often. Just because, you know, hops are quicker, I guess, when in terms of like engaging in combat, right? But you do lose the ability to JD with a hop. Yeah. And he's okay to give that up a lot of the time.
Yeah. I think it's really powerful, you know. Obviously before couldn't JD on a double jump either. And I believe in the Wolves now can, so there's a different beast trying to meet him in the air. I think that's generally the best strategy though, is to try and meet him at the pinnacle of his first jump. Then if he double jumps, he's still clicking with airs, things like that. I'm gonna be quite dead off of the super, but again, Alioun, you know, I won't speak on it again, but last place SPG, you don't see many people using it, and Alioun not really getting much value out of it so far.
Yeah, just harping back to what we was talking about, where I would say when you have it in your first slot, it's kind of like a win more mechanic, and then having the last spot is the comeback mechanic. But like you was kind of alluding to, you sometimes don't get the opportunity to come back with the SPG in the last spot.
Yep. And you do get access to a lot of strong rail art cancels. You know, you got to be in the right position to use them. And this is about as prime a position as you can get, but you still have to fight out this corner. Not able to find anything yet. Obviously, Dai still with that red blow. Something to be worried about. Oh, the pickup! He's nasty. Can't kill though because unfortunate. But oh wow, count it. No, but the drop. Oh, he did it.
Mogger. What a Mogger. He was in rev. He was overheated.
I get it though. It's such a scrambly situation. Alioun just dropped the combo, and you just missed a hit confirm as well on the anti-air. May as well, right?
Let it rip. Got the lead in the set, and it's extended to 2-0 here. Can Alioun turn it around? Oh, not right now. Counter hit. Probably looking for a bait on a JD attempt, and Dai again with 2 games up. You're willing to make more risque kind of plays like that.
Running right into that jump D right there. Not ready with the anti-airs. You know who is though? Dai with that high dodge attack. Nice confirmation. Save. I don't know what side he was landing. Just gets the empty mid anyway, so it doesn't matter. Already a big life lead. Oh, did not want that. I think he wanted the 3D there.
Pull the up back. And again, the jumps from both players. Neutral jump from... Oh! Stops the elbow with a fall-in JA. Good confirm.
Round 2.
There it is.
Get ready.
Round 2 though. Dai still on 2 games up, so in a great position. And just moving around, honestly, some of his setups, most people have adapted to them, or most people have adopted them from Hokotomaru players. But yeah, I think he was one of the first who really had a lot of these frame kill setups to set up ambiguous left rights, in which he can, apply some layered offense to.
Oh,
speaking of layered offense,
yeah,
one layer right now. We throwing.
And in the first time Alioun tries to fight back, it's counter hit for the trouble. Dai on round point. Can he end this with a 3-0 over Alioun?
Yeah, that'd be impressive, honestly. That'd put him in prime position, that grand final to win his side. I mean, right now, I think that's something that Dai's so good. He can just smell your weakness. I think as a player, that's probably one of his great strengths, and it's definitely showing even against a player like Alioun. unfortunate. Reversal super not gonna land, and Alioun's gonna have to take this opportunity all the way to the bank.
Almost into the corner. See the ostrich in the back. Trying to bury his head in the sand, but you can't right now. That was insane. What a call out on the JD from Alioun. Oh, ho, ho.
Ooh. Wow. Nice fighting back. Loud and proud Alioun. Gonna take the game 2-1 now. Ooh. Okay, we do have a set on our hands. Not gonna be the clean 3 that Dai maybe wanted. And, you know, Dai a bit momentum based, so hopefully he doesn't let it slip away from him.
Give him the high dodge on the jump over the shurikens.
Just let it rip, man. I don't care if it looks like a safe jump. I'm DPing.
Don't be fooled by the visuals.
Nice. Wow. The immediate hop forward and the guard cancel red blow once again, but the drop. Uh-oh. Alioun. Last place SPG. This is prime comeback material. Doesn't be afraid.
Uh-oh.
He's an overheat too.
Did you see the run up?
Oh, he's not dead though.
Not again. It's
One
happening
more chance
again.
to dance. Oh. I think, to be honest, I think he was dead if he blocked that jump in. I think it was over. He would have just been guard broken by that close C into all the rev up cancels that you get privy to from that last place SPG.
True. No, you're right. There was like a checkmate almost. If they had to block the jump in. Yow.
Big backdash on one of the first command grabs. We've seen Alioun actually let rip. Huge stuff from Dai. Not letting Alioun get away with it. Red blow, just the hard knockdown. Meaty overhead. Red blow in the air. Alioun dashing under the EX Shuriken. That's a huge opportunity.
Okay.
Wow, the damage.
Yeah. Oh my.
He just walked under.
He just walked under. Yeah. What a Chad. We mentioned it a little bit earlier when Alioun did wake up forward hop. So we're just matching energy right now.
Exactly. Try to run away. Set point now for Dai. Alioun's like, you're not reversal supering me. Dai's saying I'm not that dumb. Okay. That could have been a huge launcher into a combo, but Dai not going to be doing that. Oh, big red blow anti-air. Going to counter hit the start of that, of the dive kick. Oh, Dai gets the game.
Oh, that was sick. That was so sick. Utilizing Dai's strong reaction with the anti-air against them, having the dive kick with the delayed trajectory into the grounded Honkatamaru. Jumps over the fireball with a hop, but doesn't get punished.
Oh, he's really trying to find someone. Oh, he walks into it, but that wasn't. Oh, with punish. Not enough frames to confirm into that close C. Now, one more hit though. Oh my god. Speaking of hits though, Alioun going to find a jump in. I don't think you're quite dead, but he's going to try and send it. That's an overheat. Not going to work out. And the big whip punish with the neutral jump from Dai. You were mentioning sequel. He's so good at these neutral jumps. And getting another big punish to close out what was looking to be a scary set. Dai going to be taking it, going to that grand finals on the side.
Chat, I'm not a Otaru expert with combos. Was that a drop? Because I feel that Ender does connect. Don't be silent, chat. Don't listen to Laz. I need answers. Was that a drop? I feel that was a drop, or maybe it's that corner only. And
I think so. I think you got to delay the dive kick to connect it to get the pop up and stuff like that high enough for the confirm on the super. But yeah, right. I think it's not easy to do, right? And yeah, definitely it showed, right? It was an intense set, honestly. I feel like Alioun was so close to taking the momentum in that round. Mm-hmm. Both of them were trying to call each other's hard defensive choices out. But I think Dai, with that 2-game lead, just had more room for error, right, in that last game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you explained it perfectly. I think that's what it was. It was I can afford to make hard reads and make mistakes, where Alioun really didn't have that being 2 games down. I think that sums it up perfectly, Les.
Yep, and even that, just being super aware. You know, in this game, it's super hard to know what to do when someone's jumping at you. Yeah, that's a big drop, man. Maybe he needed to be close enough to the corner, possibly. Thought he was close enough for that confirm on the EX dive kick, but that's an unfortunate one.
It is, but I mean, Alioun doesn't have to lament on that loss because they are still here in the basement bracket down there in the lower half. And they are going to be going up against either Ktop or Pida.
Yeah, I think that was. Hopefully, we get a chance to cool down before that because that was an intense City of the Wolving. But yeah, I mean, Dai going to be one of the favorites as well already. Now we mentioned that matchup might be the decider for who's going to take the tournament. But man, Alioun's so close. I think we did get confirmation from Boroshin in chat that was actually probably a drop. It is a tied combo actually to confirm that EX dive kick. Which you know, I mean, to go for it right at the end there, got a props to Alioun for that, who, you know, still in it, still going to be in that losers final side. But before we go back to the losers side to see the matchup between Ktop and Pida, we will have to take another 5-minute break, guys. Please bear with us. We'll be right back.
So Ken, fire still burns, I hope.
You bet. Extra hot, just like we said. Whatever. But don't say I didn't warn you. Look, I got my own problems. No disrespect, but you don't got a chance. Too hot for you? One for the road! Fatal Fury. City of the Wolves.
Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.
Welcome back, guys. Of course, thanks for sticking with us through the break, but we are just rounding out our top 4 here at the SWC qualifier here in Europe. It should be super exciting. We have our losers match between Ktop and Peter about to happen. I know there's a lot of Peter fans in chat. I'm sure there's a lot of Ktop fans at home, and yeah, I don't know, this one's a hard one to call, man. This one's a hard one to call.
Yeah, I think spoilers, I guess. My prediction is Ktop, just because of the matches he's looked way stronger. Like everyone he's gone up against, he's kind of just ran through to a degree, right? He's not kind of let up. There's no I want to engage in combat. I just want to beat you as soon as possible. That kind of energy and momentum in losers is so powerful, where Peter's had a win and a loss, and he's kind of tried to analyze the best way to beat his opponent. I don't know if he's going to get that chance against Ktop.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of summarizing it. To be honest, I think he just like I said, you know, he hasn't made any mistakes. He's just playing super clean and on kind. That's going to take you so far, man. This character, there's a lot of heavy lifting. All right, I won't sugarcoat it, but you gotta be strong enough to carry it, right? So right now, I think if I look at their previous results, right, I think Ktop beat Peter 2-1 at Hessen Crash. So in this match specifically, I don't know if they've met past that in offline brackets, but yeah, that was to get into top 8 as well. So I know Peter's going to be wanting that revenge for sure. And I know Peter's definitely gotten a lot better since then. But you know, we can say the same for Ktop. You know, obviously with Peter, like I mentioned a couple of times, been grinding really hard. I think his matchup with Sulian really illustrated how well he is at adapting to his opponents and how they want to win. The only problem is how Ktop wants to win is that he wants to bash your face in, and I don't know how you stop that. I don't know where you even start.
Become a headless horseman. If you don't have a face to bash in, maybe that's how you beat Ktop. But to be fair, you bringing up the stats, I mean, I would say one of the strongest motivations to beat someone is revenge. So yeah, you can't really calculate how bad someone wants to win when you've seen them play matches against someone that they haven't got that urge to get the run back on. So
yeah. And for me, I think I still have to go with Peter to take this, you know, even despite how good Ktop looked. You know, I just mentioned at the start, right, that he looked really strong. He looks, I know he's been playing, grinding the game like crazy, and he is in prime position to at least make it deep in the tournament, potentially even get a chance against Dye in that grand finals. And I think he has the potential to do it over Ktop.
Okay, I mean, we'll find out. The chat again. Oh, mate, you are the people's champ after all I think it was only like the first 2 games where everyone was on my side, but now Laz is the commentator of the people. He speaks your truth. I'll stay here on Ktop's side. Like I said, he's the matches that I've seen, he's been so dominant. I have no reason to think that he's gonna let up now. He wants to be qualified with his family member, and the power family is pretty strong. That's what I heard, Daz. So
that's true. That is the anime power up right there. But you know, I mean, to be honest, Peter's got his own anime power up. He's got the power of the people, giving him energy right now in the form of a spirit bomb. So we're gonna see if he can keep it up. All those cowpea passes in chat are definitely gonna give him some power.
Ooh, take this. And again, Peter's elusive nature, always moving, backdashing, jumping, hopping, double jumping, is going to make it hard for the snipe attempt from Ktop. But when they do connect, it's going to be devastating on that health bar.
Yep. I think that's the we saw the flash kick break. That's one of the cheapest things about this character is like you can break the first or the second hit of the EX flash kick. Makes it really tricky to know how to deal with it. But that was a really sick guard cancel with Anakin by Peter, by the way, getting that counter hit on the recovery of the flash kick. Really important thing for this matchup.
Oof. Sliver of health. The pixel, the final pixel. Ktop hanging on to it for dear life. Doesn't want to give it up. Goes for the throw. Doesn't get punished.
Oh.
He does in the scramble though, Laz.
Yeah, I'm so surprised by Peter's patience not to rip that super because, I mean, even if it was on block, he won the round, right? So I think it was really nice self-control from Peter because the risk is there that it whisks, right? If Ktop decides to jump forward, hop forward, things like that. Oh, you just... No. Schwartz around, but get out of here.
That was the response. No. In lowercase. He looked so nonchalant about the jab as well. It's like, yeah, this isn't real.
Yeah. Oh, that is going to be real, though. This combo is going to hurt a whole lot. Reset up Schwarzer Rondo. Nice block in the overhead. Keep it nice and tight. You know, you got the rev gauge. Use it. And there we go. Nice check with that 2B. Going to get it started. Even the rev guard didn't know which way to go there. Oh, my God.
Ooh, gets an elbow to the face. Oh, no. Revved up. Yeah, have to put that out there. That was... worked out. I was about to say that was kind of like you have to do super here because you're going to get chipped out by elbow because you're in an overheat. So yeah.
Yep. And that's what Peter was looking for, right? He tried to set it up with the EX Shuriken, but it had too much recovery. He got punished by the super. EX Flash Kick Break. I like that. Great way to deal with jumps, even safe jumps.
And there's a sensational hop there from Peter, just avoiding the throw. That was so ambiguous. I did not know what side he was on.
At least Ktop's doing the right thing. He's holding the rev guard, the block button here, which is going to be your best friend against this character. Reset into the throw. One more hit. Peter with a huge life lead. Might be looking to chip out. Might be looking to burn out. Ktop put him in that overheat. And shit. One more hit. Ball's going to take.
Ooh, decided to not give Ktop any more health as he takes it away with the wild punish. Peter looking like someone who can make Ktop think. I think that's the best way because Ktop's not going full throttle anymore. He's trying to pick out points on how to hit. I mean, it might be just a matchup with Hokutomaru, like you said, with the jumps, right? We did see the rev block, but every time he's rev blocked some of the ambiguous double jumps, Ktop has gone to either like jump back or backdash, and I think Peter's caught onto that.
Oh, maybe trying to guard cancel there, and they're getting slammed by the EX Schwarzer Lancer. And the guard coming out. But no, I think you bring up a great point, honestly. And also, this is the first time we've seen Ktop not in the Kane mirror matchup, so we haven't seen quite how he's going to adapt to playing against, like, he can't play his usual just rush you down sort of style. He has to, like you said, he has to think. Oh, that actually beat the guard cancel the rev blow. That was really sick from Peter, but even sicker from Ktop.
Yeah, I mean, what you just mentioned is actually super important. I didn't think about that. Kane has only been playing against other characters, well, the character that he's playing. But I would feel that would strengthen his resolve to go in because Hokutomaru doesn't have a DP, doesn't have a meatless reversal.
Yeah, exactly. That was quite funny. Round start, dash up, universal overhead. That was Peter movement.
That could be a lot of psychological damage for the set, doing it that early as well. It's only one game up. You're making those hard reads, you might make Ktop second guess themselves.
So much rev gauge damage, but Peter doing so well, and you know what? He's defended fairly well, still not in overheat, and still has some rev gauge to use. Is going to use it to cash out right here. Not going to be able to kill though. Oh no, it's just about enough. God damn.
Take it back, Laz. You can kill.
I think why does it do so much, man? I forget. Oh,
ninja technique, the Rasengan.
True. Yeah, it's very super, honestly.
Oh, no. I told you, bro, that Laz, the psychological damage might have been applied.
Yeah, I mean, Ktop was playing so well defensively. Getting forced attack mid-screen. Mind controlled perhaps by Peter right here. There's that 3D he loves so much. Big reward on hit. Won't be able to kill, but one more guess for game.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic. You talk about mind controls. Does kind of look like a snow bunny, but it's just not working in his favor. Doesn't know what to do. He's absolutely bamboozled here.
Oh no. I get it. I get it. Oh, go back to character select. Maybe just taking a breather here, taking a moment. I get it, you know, like I think Peter definitely has all the momentum, definitely has made his adaptations, and yeah, taking a little time to try and reformulate another game plan might be what you need.
Could be getting coaching from his twin.
I mean, look, we can't police that, you know. If he's there in the room, like, I mean, I know Ktop plays Hokoto Maru, right? So
yep.
Hey, you know.
And that is an OP coach. Like, you're losing in this matchup, and your brother, who's qualified with this character, probably has some pretty influential words that could be bestowed on Ktop. Let's see if it's too little, too late. It is 2-0 down though.
We do have a character change, right? I mean, yeah, I think. No. Okay. I thought I saw Andy for a second, but that's the other snow bunny. My bad.
Wow, that's crazy. One support, one tank.
Naked. Get him out of here. Oh, Peter. Oof. Honestly, has been playing really well defensively as well. Not been dealing with these shots around us. Knowing when to mash, really mixing up his options, challenging the 2B there as Ktop overextends. Great anti-air. Beat this. Funny enough, you can.
Snuffed out the skies with the JA. Ktop though hasn't got the life lead, but the life is at detrimentally low. Oh, never mind. Oh no. No, you don't. I was looking at the wrong bar.
Ooh, damn. That's Peter gonna be on set point. And of course, they're in the top 4 now, so this is a payday for everybody involved. Oh yeah. Depending on who wins gets a little bit more money. Coming out. Oh wow.
Did you see that? Peter pressed buttons on hit. He's truly offended. He got
that is a Can We Get player.
Actually, yep. Actually is. Oh no. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, he's just in some form of flow state right now. Everything's working out, and Ktop cannot get a read in the neutral game. He's really mixing up his options so well. I don't think he's done the same sort of autopiloted string or idea, offense, anything 2 times in a row. Crumble before my ambitions. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Not enough crumbling.
Oh, served him up with some apples. There you go. There's a crumble for you. 1 round on the board for Ktop. Is this the momentum swing that he needs?
Get ready.
What did his brother tell him? What did his brother say?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was enough or not, you know, at this point. Too little, too late, perhaps. What amazing spacing. Wild punish on the Schwarzer Lancer.
I think it's over.
It's over, and then you go through the rev, and then just backdash. Doesn't want to block for too long. Understandable.
Wow! Again, the buffered guard cancel. Still gets the counter hit. And one more hit to take the set 3 over Ktop, who looks so unbeatable today. Oh, it's not over though. It's not over till it's over. Doesn't want to burn himself out.
Unless... Still an SPG though. Oh, not anymore. Laz? Is he doing it?
No way he does this, right? No way. He's getting very close to that super. That is overheat though. Maybe a miscalculation repeated. That's a reversal super. He's still not letting it rip. I think Ktop's going to respect him. He could take the wrap. Oh my, the one time he tried to walk back to bait the reversal, and Peter with the hard call out. Very nicely done. Taking the set 3-0. Wow.
Being 2 games up in a set just brings out the worst in people. That's what I've established. Just having such a lead just makes really strong players act like animals. But so you should do that, to be fair.
that, yeah, you have the liberties to play that way, and yeah, I think Peter just has so much experience. Let me say with Ktop, right? But he really does have that kind of very good at playing that mental adaptation game, the mental mind games that fighting games are so well known for. You know, I think when you've played for so long across so many different titles, you're just going to be so aware of everyone's mental state, what you can get away with. You know, especially like I mentioned, right? He wouldn't let it rip. I was like, how have you not supered yet? And that's exactly what Ktop was thinking. How have you, okay, the next time you're definitely going to super, and he still opened him up with the 2B. That was hard working individual.
Yeah, and to point out, when I say like an animal, it's not like you're doing barbaric choices. It's the risk, right? So the low made 100%. It made sense because that's how you beat someone walking back. You was talking about this earlier, right? Where people were dashing to chase people moving backwards. But to beat someone walking back, you do a low or a sweep, right? And if someone's looking to bait your reversal, you go for the low. It's just that the risk reward normally isn't in your favor, but it is when you're 2 games up.
Yeah, that's perfect way to sum it up, because if you lose that round, it's a fine, you know, but you have to be right there if you're Ktop, and that's exactly why he was wrong. But yeah, what a set.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that will be Ktop out, and we're going to move on to Alioun and Pida. We had this earlier. Yes, we did. We did have this earlier. Didn't go in Pida's favor, but I would say that Pida's a bit more battle hardened from the first match that we had on today's stream. So let's see how it pays off in the run back.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Of course, Alioun only really losing to Die here, but looked a little shaky, right? In a couple moments, the combo drop wasn't his first one. Against Peter happened the same, right? So hopefully he doesn't have any more of those issues. And, yeah, like I said, we're getting into this top 4. There's a lot of money on the line now, so the stakes are getting higher. Obviously, there's that $2,000 for first place and 1.5 a second. So if you win here, that's an extra $500, you know, just nothing to sneeze at. And yeah, we saw him against Die, had some great moments. But yeah, really struggled to get going. And you mentioned about that just defend read that was crazy.
It's savagery to be ready for that, right? I think most people would be scared of the falling button from the JD, and they kind of go, you know what, fair play, you air JD'd me, sick read, 6 execution, have your turn. Alioun's like, do you know who I am? You clearly don't. You're gonna learn today.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been grinding hard, and speaking of grinding hard, I think Peter's been up there as well. And you know, like I said, really enjoying the game. Really shows. He has that situational awareness, right, which is really valuable in these kind of games where there's a lot of quick interactions happening all at once. To be able to make the right decision, or the more correct decision generally, is something that you only get with experience. And I think he's really put the hours in to be in this top 3.
Yeah, this matchup I'm actually really hyped about now, because I feel it's going to be a clash of like 2 playstyles. You've got the vigilance of Alioun when it comes to like navigating the virtual arena of these fighting games, and then you've got the volatile nature of Pida, where he can change his strategy or change your mentality on a whim that he dictates, which is,
yeah,
can he do it to Alioun? I don't know. Or can Alioun control Pida? I have no idea.
Well, you mentioned, of course, they already played on the winner's side. It was 3-2 to Alioun, but very close set. I think Peter's definitely looked like he's warmed up though, right? He looks like he's more comfortable. And yeah, we'll see if that's going to change the outcome of that set in the long run.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard one to call. I did, obviously, again, go with Alioun taking this set, and I'm sure, Laz, you went with Peter, right? Yeah.
I gotta stay, I'm still sticking with my boy. I haven't seen anything that's going to change that. I think it would be cool. I mean, I know it would be a Hokotomaru mirror in grand finals, which no one wants to see. I get it, but it would be cool to see him up against Dai. I think especially when we've already seen the Alioun matchup, I'd like to see how Dai handles that mirror matchup, how he handles Peter's gameplay, because I don't know if they've really met offline in a tournament yet.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Let's see what chat said. Okay, it's getting a bit closer, but again, Laz still a voice of the people. Chat, understandable. Don't go with me. But I believe in Alioun. I think he has the experience to shake off. We've seen like drops and opportunities that should have been awarded to him, he's okay to shake it off and go back to game plan, back to, you know, what I'm good at. And that's throwing so many top level strategies at you. And he just needs to, I think he just needs to catch Peter again. I think he needs to maybe not remember too much of the first game, because like you said, I think Peter's a little bit more warmed now. He needs to go into this match going, it's the same person, but they're going to play differently.
Yeah. And, you know, Peter has to be aware as well that Alioun came up in that first of 5 previously with excellent, you know, counterplay to a lot of his offensive strategies with that 3D in the corner. The dash under was really sick. So we're going to get our losers finals. This is for grand finals positioning. Alioun versus Peter. Let's get it.
Dripped at Alioun in the orange gi. Or kind of like a Goku-esque sort of cosplay going on from Peter.
I actually it would be like a raven color. I don't know what raven color he uses in X though.
Ah, good point. I think he used to like the navy blue, but I can't remember.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta say that I love this map, by the way. It's probably my favorite stage. One of my favorite stages. It's super sick. I love the whole hippo doing all the work, the boat that comes. This sounds like a great destination, except the people fighting in the middle of the street.
Yeah, the ruffians. Just I mean,
everyone's cheering. You think no one's like wanted to get in the way? Like somebody stopped them. No one's like, you gotta call the police. You know, everyone's like, yeah, I get it. Woo.
I'm not gonna lie. If I saw someone throwing rev blows in the air like that, or plasma on the ground, or shurikens, I'm good. I'm gonna get my phone out and go, world star.
I'm getting the police out, bro. 911, please. We have an emergency. 2 children fighting on the street, man.
They're actually 2 children.
No. I think they're technically adults. But, yeah. Oof, I don't think so. Nice high dodge attack. Actually punishing the landing frame, which is basically the perfect timing to do your anti-air.
Right.
So they can't JD it.
Okay. Yeah, that was a DP saying, if I make this comeback, this has to hit. If not, cool. You can have the ground. Understandable.
I love those kind of deep. They're so calculated. They tell so much, you know? They tell so much.
Yeah.
Get ready. Fight.
And they don't give away a lot either. Because they're so like, why would you not DP there? Might as well try it.
Yeah. It's, like you mentioned, it's how you get that momentum back, how you make that comeback start. Rev blow coming out from Peter. Again, Alioun obviously sticking with that SPG in the last zone. Again, we haven't really seen him make full use of it yet. But, no way, man. I can't say nice rev blow because that was not nice. That was filthy, Peter. Just
volatile.
Do it, man. This character.
He's so volatile. Oh my.
Oh. Into the hidden gear. Oh, that was a clean hiccup because he burnt out on that EX teleport from the 3D. I think that's enough. Damn, cool guys. Don't look at explosions. Peter's one cool guy.
He's so cool, he doesn't care about your neutral either. He's like, whatever. I'm just gonna rev blow my way to victory and there's nothing you can do about it. As I was saying, and you need to control this, the chaotic nature of Peter, because I think and we saw it a little bit earlier with like the delayed like A into super, where it's like, well, I know you're gonna press a button there. He's very like cerebral in his choices, and I think he plays to make you frustrated more than anything.
Yeah, he definitely has that element in him. You know, as Miri said, yeah, the better player won that interaction. And the thing is, if you're Alioun and you get hit by that, you're like, I get it. He's the type of player who's like, yeah, nah, I get it.
Yeah, I've seen him lose to Easy Man in Dragon Ball. He's just like, okay, cool, sure. Whatevs.
That's gonna train you mentally for anything, man.
So true. And you can see he's kind of trying to match the energy, right? See, this is very not Alioun like. He did the same thing 3 times back to back, and I think he's gone, yeah, this is kind of like out of my comfort zone to do this, but I need to do this to beat what you're doing. I have to match your energy with these armored air rev blows.
Yep, it's you know, when you know someone's fighting in the swamp, you gotta get dirty.
Yes.
You can't be afraid to get dirty. And you know, we saw maybe taking a page out of Sulian Lamu's book as well, right? Getting a lot of success out of the air rev blow. really strong option. Not many people's can work like Hotaru's does. But again, looks like it's going to be all rev blows in this matchup right now. Peter getting a nice counter hit. Big follow-up into that super.
Oh, jab gets blown up by the rev blow. Wake up, hop forward, waits it, blocks it, doesn't get the punish. He's in overheat though. Didn't try to push their luck with the guard break. Alioun gets the block in time from the jump over the fireball. It was a normal jump, not a hop. I got lucky there. And not pushing the advantage on the guard break. Alioun might be giving Peter a little bit too much of a wide berth here.
Oh, he's just running. He's running right into that 2C though. Unfortunate. Nice. He confirmed straight into that super. Just to guarantee the rounds. But man, yeah. That's the problem. Sometimes these characters, especially Hotaru, very fast on the ground. You just like, you know, you got to gain control.
Yeah. Oh, input error. Maybe because they got crossed up last minute. Not too sure. Maybe they were just trying to walk under and gave themselves a quarter circle and then got the fireball. All right, JD command throw. This might be the start of the momentum shift, Laz.
Yeah, I think Fanny takes his game, but still, that is a nice wild punish. Jump in, that's gonna be outside of SPG if, you know, Danny wants it, doesn't. Oh no, that is still enough. Okay. But, the JD to go back into SPG, but Alioun was so ready for that with that forward hold, able to close out game 2. Wow. Super smart.
And to kind of go back and reminisce what we was talking about earlier, I feel Alioun thought he was going for fine dining, Michelin, Gordon Ramsay, and he put his like hush puppies on, the nicest suede shoes, and then he went, oh, we're playing in the mud? Let me go get my wellies. Let's go.
Yeah, but that's the first time that Peter's done that, right? Where he JD'd put himself back into rev blow range or, you know, SPG range. And yeah, I feel like Alioun, that was he knew that was happening.
Whoa! The back throw after getting clipped at the air, and then Alioun went, okay, fine, we'll just press buttons. Let's do this. Let's scrap.
He's adapting.
He is.
Oh, that is dirty. We are playing filthy indeed. Where is he sliding?
Where was he going? Oh, catch the backdash.
Trying to catch a throw tech, I assume. Alioun now, though. SPG. Where are we going? The auto corrections and the throw to close it out on the roll. Of course, you lose that throw in ball whenever you do roll, makes it a much stronger option. Unless you if you meaty someone's throw against most characters, they can't actually punish the recoveries if they jump.
Okay. Back dash. Alioun doesn't often go for rev block, I've noticed that. He's very old school, I guess, and just wants to block it out normally like that. But I think that just gives some, there we go, saw some rev blocks there, mostly to get space, not for the ambiguous nature of some of the jumping stuff.
Yep, this is about as good position as you can get if you're Alioun right now. Is it going to go into the hidden gear? But you are in like max SPG range, low point of your health. I mean, this is really a time for a comeback. I don't know if that's good. Oh, that is enough to take Peter out of SPG. That's huge for the offense for Alioun.
Okay. Knocking at the door. There's a tap into a fireball. No confirm. Big jump in and he gets it. Really quick. I was wondering, why did Alioun mean to do the side swap there? And then I saw the end of the super and I was like, I think he did. Because I think if he took him to the corner and did the overgear, it would have left him in the corner, I think.
Yeah, no, it definitely did. I thought that was interesting as well, but it looked so intentional. I was like, no, he must have meant to do that. That's when I knew he was going for the hidden gear when I saw that side swap. I was like, oh, yeah, this is kind of smart. Awareness right now, and that is paid off for Alioun. Now, one game up against Peter. This is definitely going to have a set. Just defending. One more JD. Lost count. Lost count of how many JDs he had there. Oh, keeps in goodie.
The wellies are on, lads. The wellies are on.
Oh, how did he know? That's going to be a lot of damage. That's going to be the super as well to take you out of SPG. And that could be Alioun fighting his way to that set point. Back to that run back against Dai in grand finals. Oh, what the? He was ready.
Your production, I know you got that clip, right? Thank you. That was mad. That needs to get a wheel up. That needs a run back. You need to see that again.
And JD the fireball in the air. And then try to teleport guard cancel, but just gets counter hit. And that is going to put Alioun on set point now. Peter fighting back with some momentum, but wow, what a breakout with the DP.
Okay, slowing down the pace. Alioun.
Big cash out on the air-to-air man. And now Peter, last legs, possibly one last chance to dance. The jumps out, but the red blow, big whiff. Peter scrambling, and that's going to cost him. That's going to be the set. I believe Alioun. No, the wrong route. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. There's no shot. It has to be done.
I don't know, C4. Let's not say no too early. The overheat. I don't think so.
They're both in overheat.
Manual block. Shit. Oh, you have to. No super. No super. Oh, no, you can't JD, and just lands on the fireball. Alioun gonna take the set 3-1. Ah, close, but no cigar for Peter. That was a great set.
That was sick. And I think that was a better demonstration of what I was saying about Alioun, how he completely, like, just a turbulence in terms of strategy, right? We saw the I'm going to play crazy, and then in the last couple of rounds he went hands off, and he baited nearly everything. Every rev block just got baited, where he was just like tap, walk away. Like, he really understood what needed to be done. And Peter did have glimmers of opportunities to come back, but I think the nature of Alioun just going from crazy to calm threw him off a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that is something that you only get when you're at this upper echelon of gameplay, right? When you can just swap like that, very quickly. And it makes it super hard for Peter, who's been really well at adapting to his opponent, to actually keep that adaptation. I think this is where the JD on the F5 went, sniped the startup of the EX teleport, which was his only option because he did jump back there. Very unfortunate on the red blow. Here, I think he could have just done the light kick, and then he would have built those meter for the super, which would have been enough. But, last hit, last touch, tensions are high. It's easy to make that kind of mistake, and he doesn't let the set slip away from him. And that's the important thing, because now you get a chance at that run back against Dai in grand finals. Yep.
If Alioun can bring that type of gameplay to Dai, again, it is the same character, but different play styles. I think Alioun, it might behoove him to kind of adopt the crazy play style early on. So I think because you have to reset the bracket, you have to throw something crazy at your opponent to get them to think and not be calm with the bracket reset that you have to do in the first place. But I feel, especially with the clip that we had, not to toot my own horn, Alioun is just vigilant. That's where it is, right? It's not just a case of reactions. It's, I know the situations. I'm not guesstimating. I'm just aware and I'm ready. And if he can bring that to Dai might have a bit of a problem holding on to the winner side advantage that he does have.
Yeah, I think, he just has to play better, right? Which I know he has the capacity to do, but obviously that's the problem with coming down from the loser's side, is that you have to do it for, twice as many games. Whereas Dai, he could just play better in 3 games and he can get a 3-0 just like that, which is something he's definitely extremely prolific at. He's feeling very comfortable to qualify for the, SNK World Tour. I think he's got a great shot on the winner's side grand finals, but we're going to have to wait to find out, guys. I'm afraid we're going to go to a break for 5 minutes, and when we're back, we're going to get that grand finals, Alioun versus Dai.
So Ken, fire still burns, I hope.
You bet. Extra hot, just like we said. Whatever. But don't say I didn't warn you. Look, I got my own problems. No disrespect, but you don't got a chance. Too hot for you? One for the road! Fatal Fury. City of the Wolves.
Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.
Ladies and lurkers, boys and boomers, we are back here at the SWC qualifier online European region. Me and Lazarus are going to take you through this final match. It's going to be Alioun versus Dai, but hopefully you guys have been enjoying the stream. If you've just jumped in, hey, here for the main event, but don't sleep on the matches that got us to this penultimate point. Please watch the VODs if you do get a chance. But yes, Laz, are you ready for this finals?
As ready as I'll ever be. You know, we do have Dai coming up, my boy, in a prime position for the SWC qualification spot, the first one in Europe. Like I said, he's very narrowly missed out on that EWC qualification spot. Definitely one of the best players in Europe, and has a chance to show that on the big stage at DreamHack Atlanta. at the end of November if he could get the win against Alioun, which is no short order, but he has already done it once, and he only has to do it once, right? He's been playing super well, Ktop since the beginning of this game, really. But he has been shown to play some other characters. I doubt he's going to put it out in this bracket, but I know he's got Marco in the back, you know, if he really wants to get mixing. But for now, you know, I think Dai is going to be comfortable with Ktop. And yeah, it's very comfortable in this grand final side of the first qualification in Europe.
Yeah, I mean, why change? I know Marco is kind of the great equalizer, right? As long as you can get in, everyone's a victim under the hands of Marco. But yeah, Alioun not going to be deterred, I think, from mix. Plays a lot of games where mix is the name of the game, but they're kind of a kind of an artisan of neutral, which we did see in the previous matches, and we'll probably see in the replays coming up right now, with like fantastic cross unders, very knowledgeable of his opponent's options and how to beat them, and yeah, has been going through quite a few Ktomarus in this tournament, so they're going to be battle ready. But like you said, having to battle it out from the basement side of the bracket means that they've got to beat Dai not once but twice.
Yeah, I think that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough, especially against Dai. Again, it's not the first time he would have made it to that, you know, SNK World Championship back in 2023. He was there for KOF 15, but I think it's very different circumstances if he qualifies this year. I think he's genuinely in with a great chance and making it very deep into that bracket if he gets there, so it is a really good opportunity for him, and it will definitely motivate him, and I'm sure everyone else to grind the game now, especially if Dai qualifies here. Anyone in Europe can qualify next I guess it's like in 2 weeks time, so for the next one, so that's what I'm looking forward to.
That was the biggest point. I know we was joking about it, I think yesterday we was talking about the format, right? This is the first of the qualifiers for Europe, but there is going to be another one. And the other one is basically going to say the gatekeeper is gone. So from what I understand, that if you qualified, well, everyone that's in this tournament hasn't already qualified. So I feel that it's only people that need the spot that are in it. You haven't seen someone like Ktop. Ktop isn't in this tournament, but their brother is. And I think it's because Ktop qualified. But none of that, don't worry, because right now it's all about Alioun versus Dai as we get into this grand finals match.
Yep, and I know for sure that Dai is going to be ready. You know, I mentioned maybe he has a little bit of issue with Hotaru, being a bit of a bracket demon for him, but I mean, in his last match against Alioun, did not show any sort of nerves, any kind of weakness against this character. Just played his usual solid game plans, and yeah, super good, especially in neutral, man, which can be hard against Hotaru. She's very strong in the neutral game specifically. A lot of strong options, great normals, you know, and yes, also, I just realized actually, Alioun not with SPG in the last position, right, for the first time this entire tournament.
Yeah, because I remember you pointed that out in one of the other matches where he changed it, and it might have been against Dai when they changed it from. Oh my gosh, what a ravenous jump up throw. Yeah.
Spending too much time up there, boy. Get down.
Yeah. And that's a good thing to set the president for as well. I mean, Ktop is going to jump. That's their strength, right? But to be like, I'm comfortable with just jumping up and throwing you better check yourself.
Yeah. So big shouts to Street Fighter Ken for bringing us this wonderful stage and the amazing theme song happening right now. It is peak. I believe it's Street Fighter 5. Well, it's like a remix of Ryu's theme, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Oh my days. Outrunning the circle of time. I think he's dead, C4. This super does so much damage. Even off the 2B. Yeah. Wow. Okay. It is funny sometimes how much damage the hidden gear can do, especially without any sort of specials or anything in between to increase the scaling.
Not too shabby. Calculated perfectly from Dai. But it's not over yet. One round apiece. Alioun pushing this ninja to the corner. Just defense and the up kicks. Oh, both players out of range, whiffing their 2As, but Dai decided to go for a crouch B.
Wow. Oh, actually, Hop D coming in on top of that EX5 will start up. And Dai going to take full opportunity to cash out. Alioun still in SPG range though. A nice block on the overhead and the check with that full frame 2A, of course. Trying to get that close D, but couldn't get quite close enough. Gets a nasty whiff punish with the 2C. Should be the first game to die.
And that was pivotal because I think that was a jump throw attempt from Alioun at the end. And you've seen, yeah, and I think Dai's going to go, okay, I'm just going to jump up with button instead of navigating with the double jump and trying to mix you up, which I think is a good strategy to do against Alioun, because like we've been noticing that Alioun doesn't really go for a rev block for ambiguous left-right.
That's extremely true, actually. Yeah, I've never really thought about that, but oh, air red blow. That's going to be winning there. Alioun with the nice reactions, but not the nice pickup. A bit of awkward combo mate there, which we've seen he's had a couple troubles with, right?
Yeah, the last few times he did that, it was in the corner. Oh my gosh, the slowdown, the Matrix. We've entered it. Oh, he dropped again. No. It was
God, the scrambles.
Drop the tuning. Oh my! Can I get confirmed?
Frame kill meaty, that's what it was. Tap tap super.
Oh my!
The delay baited the reversal super, and Dai just managing to clutch it out so often in so many of these situations.
I counted about 3 opportunities of Alioun just needing to finish the combo to turn it around. I hope that this isn't going to be a snowball effect for the rest of this set. Time to look back in.
Ooh. And JC though, it's such an insanely strong normal. Very good air to air, and you always get this guaranteed juggle. Didn't even need the counter hit technically, pushing that free juggle state. JD's dangerous tech, but it works out.
Cross up with the JA is leading to all this damage on Dai's health, but he gets a strike back and he gets the corner positioning as well.
Throw whiff. I don't know what this setup is, but I mean, hey, he has to make the magic happen when he's only got a pixel of life. And try to JD. Oh, I think he'll quite have a jump start there, but yeah, it can be a hard comeback regardless for Dai. And yeah, okay, Alioun managed to keep himself alive, stem the bleeding, get some momentum back on his side, which he's gonna need, because obviously the loser side, you're not thinking about this set, you're thinking about the next one.
Okay, tap.
Hishoken.
All right, SPG on Alioun's side is available. Try to go for the air throw, just out of range. Dai getting to the top of the screen here. Oh, the empty jump gets over the shurikens, and then just defense into the rev blow.
Yeah, off of the first hit of that special move as well, which I think that's probably the only hit that has a big enough gap where you can actually rev blow between. Very impressive stuff from Dai. Just dashing under, even punishing the landing frames with the 2B there. Perfect timing, using that speed of Hakotomaru to his advantage. And wow, closing out game number 2. Dominating right now.
And I don't even think that was a rev run. That was like, I know the spacing, because they didn't correct when they run under so far past Alioun, and just knew the spacing of Crouch A. So it's looking really good for Dai as it's 2-0 up. Can he close this with a 3-0 victory over the legendary Alioun?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard. You got to win. It was essentially 3 games in a row here, followed up by another 3 games. But it's a good start. Sniper jumps out. There's a good air-to-air. Not quite high enough on the JC hit right there. Counter hit confirms though. And now Dai's not in SPG. You don't have to worry about that.
Oh, he is knocking at the door. And no one's home. The lights are off. Dai's on vacation, trying to get that plane ride to Atlantis. Oh, Jesus. Just ran him down with the with the 3D. Putin goodie. Nice. Get down. He says. Oh, she said it twice. Did you not hear it the first time? So nice, get to do it twice. Finish?
Nice.
Oh my, every time.
Try to do it meatlessly. Oh, there's no way. There's no way to fall. But we can pretend for a moment that Dai makes his comeback. Very nicely though. Closing out for a second. I didn't want to bait anyone.
Did you try to do reverse commentary curse?
I mean, if it happened. Yeah, exactly. Damn, you called me out. I tried to like manifest it via reverse commentary cursing. Damn. Shit.
I respect it. Because I was like, hold on, you're Dai's strongest soldier. Why would you ever say that? I was like, oh yeah, it's because you're commentating. That's why. It makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Dai looking good. Let's see if Alioun can take a game here, though, to get some momentum. It's going to be hard. So much meter on the side of Dai. Still an SPG. You're going to be so afraid of this air rev blow. And afraid of the follow-up one as well right there. Could just launch it on the ground again. Just delayed and close these. Triple attack combo. Not going to be enough to kill. But meaty is too big. That's going to be set point to our boy Dai.
Yeah, and I think in that last exchange, he just found the pattern. There was the first two scrambles, Alioun tried to hold up. And he kicked them both times out of the air and he went, no, now you're going to change your option. And now I'm going to take it to you, sticking it to the man. Dai already with a huge life lead, about more than 0.5% gone from Alioun's side. Kicking the shurikens back into your face, but he's got two bars. But he could make this comeback.
Oh, wow. That was perfectly timed. Punch the landing recovery on the air shurikens. Frame kill, instant transmission. We've seen that once or twice, but it seems like Alioun only pulls it out when his back's to the wall. Oh, missed throw, big missed opportunity from Dai. Could have got punished. Wasn't punishing the recovery of the shishi.
Oh gosh, you might be right. Alioun tapping into the secret techniques. The red blow gets a block on whiff. Trying to go for an air throw. He did block on the landing on JD. It's not over yet, lads.
He's out. Oh, he's running in. He's running in so deep. Close the Dai. Gonna take it over Alioun 3-0 and qualify for the SNK World Championships, man. Sick play. No one can beat this guy. No one can touch this guy in Europe right now. And I think today's just proved that.
Yes. Yes. What else do I add to that?
Oh, the tension.
You didn't give me any room to land. You said it all. That was just, yeah, like a very dominant run here in the online qualifier for the SWC from Dai. And you've been mentioning it through the whole broadcast, lads, about how many times they were super close for qualifying for Fatal Fury, even though they have qualified in the past for SWC. So this time, I know he did all the traveling. He qualified from the comfort of his own home. How poetic is that?
You know what? Sometimes all you need is that comfort. And I think for Dai, I mean, especially when he's in his element, he looks untouchable. I think I don't think anyone's too surprised. Came in as one of the favorites. I think we haven't seen too much recently. You know, it's tough. There's been obviously not quite as many events. EWC obviously not being a qualification thing. But now, obviously, qualifying for SWC, he's going to be training hard for that for the finals in DreamHack Atlanta. Of course, there's so much money on the line, huge potential for these players, and the first one from Europe to get a chance at it is going to be Dai.
Indeed. But big shout outs to all the participants, and obviously for that really cool grand finals, Alioun. I'm pretty sure, I haven't got confirmation, so don't take this with a grain of salt. Pretty sure they'll end at the next one, right? That's happening near the end of September. And not getting the qualification spot is kind of a sad situation for all these players, but a bunch of them got paid because of the prize pot that was in today's tournament. So
yeah, of course. And you know, obviously we have one more online qualifier for Europe for the SWC, but we have a couple offline ones, of course. We've got UFA coming up. We have Evo France coming up, and there is still a lot of other events going on across the globe. If you're really hungry to get that, you know, SNK World Championship qualification spot, which, you know, I think for any of these players have a potential to do it, you know, if they travel. So we'll be able to look at those offline qualifiers right here. Of course, you know, it's probably a bit too late to go to the Brazil one unless you're already there and you're already doing the top 8. Yeah. I'm sure we're going to see that top 8 later on today. But like we mentioned, right, we still have the one in France, UFA, very soon, in a couple of weeks. Also, one in Riyadh, SCL Season Major coming up just a week after. Next week, we got Anime Tamaclash if you're there in Tokyo. You know, these are all events that you could travel to and foreseeably qualify to the SNK World Championship. It's going to be a lot of people. The competition is going to be tough at these offlines. But, I mean, I'm sure many of these players in Europe have a great chance of taking it. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Dai is one of, is the next player to enter the pantheon of other players that have qualified, including Xiao Hai, Fenriti or Fenrich, depending where you come from, Goichi, ZJZ, Dark Angel, Nemo, the Geo, who's qualified for 2. He's qualified for Fatal Fury and KOF. Same with ZZZ, actually, and Shao getting their spot in KOF 15. XYZZY, Danny, shout out to Danny, Gilgit Strive Kai players, let's do it. ET for both games as well, KOF 15 and Fatal Fury. And the last person to get the offline spot was Ktop at Versus Fighting, coming in second place, losing to ET, but ET already qualified, so they got in there. And then the online players, the people that are going to be standing next to Dai in how they qualified is Diaphone, Freza, Lagia, and Mado Kula. That's a bunch of players, and Laz, there's still more people to get involved.
Yeah, for sure. As we mentioned, we got one more EU online qualifier, but you know, there's the last one for America, which is happening later today. Actually, I mean, obviously different time zones, but I think in 2 hours we're kicking off that top 8. So if you want to stick around for some more Fatal Fury action, you don't have to wait very long.
That sounds like music to my ears. After this broadcast, been super sick. Belly's rumbling a little bit, so I want to get some food. And if I had 4.1 million, I would get some food. Only a little bit, but then I'll give the rest of it to the 4 games that are going to be at DreamHack Atlanta for the SNK World Championship. Like you said, Lazarus, Fatal Fury, King of Fighters 15, Samurai Showdown, and the Warrior Art of Fighting #3.
Damn. Yeah, that's a lot of money. I mean, I was checking the price splits. We haven't got the full price splits, but for the Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, it is first place taking $1.5 million, brother. That's a lot of money, a lot of cashola if you manage to take it at DreamHack Atlanta in just a couple months.
Insane amount of wonga for the winner, all from playing games. It could be you, maybe not that amount, but if you are from Europe, you can enter the next qualifier spot to get to that prize pot by registering in this open bracket. Tuesday, the 2nd of September is when it opens. It will close on the 17th, which is the Wednesday. And then on the 20th, that's when they're going to be playing the pools. And then on the 21st of September, we will have the playoffs just like you had today on this stream. The top 8 will be ran on the weekend. And let's see who's going to pop up. I'm sure everyone who came to this one, we will see their names in a bracket again, but there might be some fused faces. New faces.
Yeah, and like I said, anyone can take it as well, so we'll die out the picture. Obviously Alioun was there in grand finals this year, or this qualifier, but honestly anyone, Ktop, he had a great start, but also had a rough start yesterday when he had some bad bouts of food poisoning, things like that. And who knows, when he's on his game, could be a whole different story. Could be joining his brother at SWC in just a couple of months. But yeah, I think we do have a Dai on the other end of the phone, which we might be able to get to ask a couple questions. I'm sure people in chat would love to hear from him. And there he is. Oh my God, that's my boy. He's looking beautiful today. He's looking beautiful. How you doing, Dai? How you feeling?
I'm feeling really good, man. Like, I'm also shaking so hard right now. I'm so happy that I won. So I have to
bro, it didn't look like it, bro. It did not look like
with
it.
all those monsters. Sorry, what did you say?
Yes. Are you going to relax now, or are you going to be grinding harder than ever for
well, first of all, I'm going to relax a bit.
Which one are you going to be?
Let me relax a bit first, and then I can lock in later.
I'm sure it won't take you too long to get back into form.
Damn, I feel like the third wheel being in this conversation with Dai and Laz. I know.
No, it's fine. Before we hung out so much as well. Bro, we traveled across the world together.
Dai combo breaker. Literally a combo breaker, yeah. I was like, yeah, Dai's the guy. But, it's super cool seeing you finally get, I think, the win here and the opportunity to get an even bigger win from your gameplay. My question was going to be, when the changes happened to Hokutomaru, did you feel the urge to either change character, or was you determined to make it work with him?
I think I would just when I saw the changes, I was still sticking to Hokutomaru 100%. I just thought that the way I play, I would have to change. And seems like it worked.
Okay.
Interesting.
The proof is in the pudding.
That's impressive. Yeah, there's not
He's
many
still a good
people who do
character,
that.
man. What
Yeah,
can I
think
say?
That's a good question. Yeah, I think many of the characters are still very strong. Definitely, we haven't seen too much variation yet in terms of the meta for the game. But is there anything you would look forward to if they were to rebalance any of the characters we don't see too often? Who do you think would be cool to watch at top level?
I think from the character, maybe like Kevin. I think Kevin is really cool, and I would like to see him be strong. Because that means, like, if Kevin is strong, that means the game is way slower than it is right now. Because he's, like, just a fortress, right? So, seeing him be a good top tier would be maybe healthy, or maybe his mix is way too good, so he just becomes the next Marco. We gotta see. But that would be my bet.
I think that's really cool. Yeah, I think Kevin's not too far from that top, so I like it because you wouldn't have to raise his power level too much higher, right? So yeah,
No, definitely.
he'd be really
I
awesome.
just think the
like
power
him a
level in
lot.
general is too high.
But yeah, for the top
Yeah,
four,
put it
for
down a
sure.
bit.
I think I don't think anyone's going to argue that. But I think right now, I mean, the game play and the game from everyone else looks amazing at the top level. You know, even if the character variety isn't quite there, the game's super varied, right? So, congratulations, Dai, by the way. I hope you looking forward to your trip to DreamHack Atlanta in a couple of months, and I wish you the best of luck.
Definitely.
I think we're going to wrack up the interview.
Thank you very much, man.
I'll speak to you soon for sure. Anyway, but yeah, congratulations.
Catch you in VC.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Yeah,
All right.
that was your champion on the comms. I'm sure more than just Laz is happy about Dai getting that spot. Very well deserved, I must say as well. I feel a bit bad because I didn't vote for them once as winning. I didn't predict winning once, but I know how strong they are. But like we were saying earlier, that this was only number one. There is a number two on the horizon, right, Laz?
Yes. So of course, we already showed you all that, guys, that, but I think you will be able to enter the qualifier or register for it in just a couple of days on Tuesday next week. But that is everything for today. I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream here and the qualifier for Europe, especially if you're not in Europe and you got to see some of the harsh competition we got over here. Definitely look forward to the next one in just a couple of weeks where we'll have even harsher competition without our number one star boy Dai to try and take it from everyone else. So thanks for everyone for coming along. Thank you, C4, for joining me. I think I'm looking the wrong way. I don't know. There we go. Thank you for joining me. I had a blast on commentary, of course, but we will catch you guys next time.
Guaranteeing what side, but couldn't really respond to the jump in and hit a not.
A big trade. That's the anti-air Schwarzer Lancer is a very interesting choice. 2C hit confirm. Crumble before my ambition. Crumble before my damage. Double super. Ooh.
Don't get grabbed. That was violent. As a malicious intent. That was a dark passenger whispering in the ear like.
That is a confirm. He caught Leffen on the ground.
Taru fireball. Air to air. Oh yeah, we knew.
Not anymore. Oh my Shrounder. With no super meter, you got no reversal. You're an SPG now though. Oh, that's what he changed. I just realized. Oh, but it's not gonna help you out. The rev blow. The anti-rev. The important thing is Ktop's on set point. And man, he already showcased against Leffen 3-0 in the mirror matchup and is looking to make a statement today with another one against Engel, but we'll see. Oh, try to challenge. He's even ready with. Yeah, I think I like his approach to the game, honestly, in that sense. Like, so risky with the throw there and getting punished. Yeah, I like his approach to the game. Speaking of hits, though, are you going to find a jump in? I don't think you're quite dead, but he's going to try and send it. That's an overheat. Not going to work out. And the big whip punish with the neutral jump from Dai. You were mentioning C4. He's getting very close to that super. That is overheat, though. Maybe miscalculation repeated. That's a reversal super. He's still not letting it rip. I think Ktop's going to respect him. He can take the route. Oh, my. That is a nice wild punish. Jump in. That's going to be outside of SPG if, Alioun wants it. Doesn't. Oh, no. That is still enough. Okay. But, the JD to go back into SPG, but Alioun was so ready for that with that forward. Yeah. There's a big shout out to Street Fighter Ken for bringing us this wonderful stage and the amazing theme song happening right now.
On the landing on JD. It's not over yet, lads.
He's out. Oh, he's running in. He's running in so deep. Close the. You got the SNK World Championships, man.